Again, if you're watching this stream after it's being re-uploaded, I give props to you. I really do, because who really wants to sit here and listen to me talk for like 2.5 hours to people that aren't you? Well, potentially it's you. Maybe you're watching the stream again, and to that I say, wow, you're really dedicated. But other than that, I mean, what the heck do I have to say? I mean, really, how am I supposed to keep you here interested for an hour and 40 minutes? That's absolutely ridiculous. I don't think I'm that interesting. I don't think anyone is really that interesting, but that's just kind of crazy. Oh, wait, look at this. We got Tech Crimson in the chat already. Not gonna lie, I meant to swap away. What do you mean swap away? Rufus Dog, what's going on, man? I meant to click on another notification and it up here. Well, I appreciate the misclick, Tech Crimson. You know, I can't tell sarcasm through the interwebs, but if it is, then I can't tell. I'll be honest. So here we are today. We are kind of just going by the drift of things because there's not that much PC hardware news going on right now, other than some okay things going on. Your stream appeared in the millisecond I reached over to hit back on Twitter. Wonders of the world. Now, Twitter is working in my favor, I guess. I hope it's going all right. So how are you guys doing tonight? I hope you guys are doing all right, because here I am exactly at 10:30. Well, now it's 10:33. But I'm getting more punctual with my timing, guys. So I hope you guys are enjoying. I got a question here. Oh wait, hold on. Did you see the Toasty Bros 970 pickup? Yeah, I did. And I was actually gonna snag one of those 970s for $90 last week, but when I went to go to checkout and enter my shipping information, it wouldn't let me go through. And by the time I was allowed to go through and I put my payment information in and everything, it said it was sold out. So everyone floods EVGA website, so it's kind of really hard to get those pickups, but they're really nice. All right, I got a question. I have a 1070 in. When I play Fortnite, the render sucks. Well, there's a variation of different things that can be. So what resolution are you playing at? What CPU do you have? And what kind of settings are you playing at? Crazy stuff with refurbished cards. Yeah, refurbished just, I mean, I really got the used bug. I mean, I love used hardware to an extent. There's certain hardware I won't buy used, but you just have so much more value packed into used hardware. It's crazy. Spartan, what's going on, man? Sorry, I just hit my microphone. What's going on? Doesn't Nerd on a Budget have an autofill extension? What do you mean an autofill extension? I'm not sure what you mean by that. All I know with autofill is just like Google Chrome and typing in like something and then autofill. That's all I really know. But yeah, get back to me with the 1070 question, because I need to know the other stuff. Hello, beautiful. What is going on, Amora? Is that a male or female name? I can't tell. I have a brand new MSI Gaming X Trio 1080 Ti. How much is it worth? Used? The Trio's a really good card. I haven't had personal experience with the 1080 Ti MSI Trio. But I know it's a good card. They're brand new. I think they're like, you know, $800, but you can find them used for like $650. Sorry I wasn't here for the last stream. That's all right, man. It's totally okay, guys. If you are here in the chat, I'm gonna be pretty much responding to everyone. So honestly, when I say hangout, I actually mean hangout. So unless there's 10,000 people in here, I wouldn't be able to do that. i7. What kind of i7? Do you have a 2600K? Do you have a 7700K, 4790K? I need to know which kind of i7. 20 gigabytes of RAM. Okay, using DDR3 or DDR2. 20 gigs of RAM is an interesting amount. And I play the game on medium. He has an extension that fills in his card info so that he can grab those deals. Oh, really? Well, that's nice. I need to I need to know what that is. Roblox. Hey, bro, your videos are helpful. Thanks, man. I'm glad they're helpful. I got a massive slate of videos coming for you guys that are really awesome, and I'm really excited to make them. It's going to take a lot of energy to make them, but they're going to be a lot of consumer questions I had when I was building a PC, and I feel like it's going to be more appealing to everyone because I've went down the path of becoming really hardcore into the hardware, and I will have those videos still, but not as much because you know, people kind of like, I don't know, drift away from that. You looking good in that t-shirt. More. I still don't know if that's a female or male name. I'm sorry. Did you do a Verge video? I did not do a Verge video. I know that's like the hype and everything, and everyone wants to hop on the Verge video stuff. But no, I talked about it in my last stream, I believe, and that was interesting. Do you play Roblox? I don't play Roblox. I've only you know, heard things and seen things. I haven't really played it at all. I got an i9. I have an i9. Was that a mistake? Well, you using the i9 to its maximum potential? Wait, I checked the box. Okay. What do you mean by checking the box? I saw a Founders Edition 1070 for 185, and I'm thinking about it. I would totally jump on that. For 185 to 1070, that would be a fantastic deal. Yeah, I would love to pay 200. 200 would have me sold. Anything over 200, I'm like, yeah, I'll just wait till the prices go down more. Yeah, but that's a crazy deal, 185 or 1070. The box has Intel Core i7. All right, so if it's massively stuttery, I'm guessing it's gonna be, I don't know. With Fortnite, it can be a little weird. Do you have your 3D resolution scale all the way up? And you said you have your settings at medium. Do you have anti-aliasing like all the way up? If you have anti-aliasing like all the way up, try lowering anti-aliasing or post-processing with Fortnite, and that might be able to get rid of your stuttering. Otherwise, it could be something else. By the way, bro, when I stream on YouTube and I use OBS, my internet is low, bro. Can you make a video for a bad PC to stream OBS settings? I could try. It's hard. It would probably use a Ryzen processor if I'm gonna make a streaming PC. That's relatively inexpensive. That shirt looks good and all, but what's underneath it? My nipples. Toasty Bros, what's going on, man? I watched your 970 pickup deal today. I was super jealous of that video. If you guys don't know Toasty Bros, you should be checking them out. That 970 was fantastic. I almost got that deal. I literally had it in my cart and I was filling out that shipping information, and then it wouldn't let me enter it in, and then before you know it, it was out of stock by the time it actually let me do it. So yay. I have an i7 3770K, still viable, absolutely. 3770K is a great processor. What do you think of anime? I don't watch anime. I used to watch Dragon Ball Z a lot. I don't know if that exactly qualifies as hardcore anime. I also like Attack on Titan. I watch that occasionally, some things about it, but I don't watch much anime. But it's pretty good though. Coalition Gaming, what's going on, man? I hope your night's going well. Well, what time is it for you? It's actually 7:40 for you. For me, anything under 225 is a good deal for 1070. Absolutely. If you guys are in the market for a GPU and finding a used deal, finding a 1070 for around $225 is like the optimal deal that you can be getting on that. And that's an absolutely fantastic deal. And I will be going into some of those used deals here in just a couple minutes. I also saw a single fan 1080 for 300. Yeah, I would get a 1080 for 300. Yes, and it also depends on the upload bandwidth. You need good internet. I mean, even if you have a good streaming PC, you need good internet at least to start streaming. I have my 3D resolution on max, all the settings on low, and what does anti-aliasing or whatever you said means? Anti-aliasing is to help with screen tearing, pretty much. It aligns the pixels, but it's very taxing on the GPU. So if you have that all the way up, you might try lowering that. But a 1070 should be playing this no problem. Everyday Technology, hello, nice stream. Hey man, what's going on? How you doing? My streams are making me wake up now when the B stock deals drop on Wednesday, 3 a.m. Eastern time. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So yeah, if you're trying to pick up the EVGA deals, they're up at 3. They start at 3 a.m. on a Wednesday, and you got to be for at least Eastern time. So it's really tough to catch those deals if you're on the east side of the U.S. and if you're in other parts of the world that don't really favor optimal wake hours. Lord Beerus, hi JD, what's going on, man? How you doing? My friend just got a 970 for free. Got any recommendations for a good CPU to pair with it? Oh, there's plenty of CPUs to pair with it. I mean, you could pair a 2600K. A third gen i5 would be plenty 5. You can use an Intel 8100 if you're trying to go with something relatively new. The 8100 keeps up very well. I have a video that was talking about pairing an 8100 with a 980 Ti, and it was going over 100 frames. So it was keeping up over 100 frames per second. So if you want something cheap, you can do that. On the Ryzen side, you can obviously go with, a 1600 or 1400, and that would be plenty fine. I was wondering, is an i9 and double 1080 Ti overkill for gaming? Yeah, it would definitely be overkill for gaming. Optimally, I think the 8600K is probably the best bang for the buck when it comes in terms for a gaming processor, just because it trades blows with the 8700K, and it's like $100 cheaper than an 8700K. And a 1080 Ti is obviously the best for gaming. And not many games make use of a dual 1080 Ti setup. So, that's kind of, yeah, it would be overkill. Are gaming PCs generally good for video editing? Yes, generally, yes. Depends on how high of a tier of a gaming PC that you're doing. So if you're using, a respectable quad core 8-thread, processor with a GTX 1060, 1070, that would qualify as a gaming computer. Those specs would do very well, and especially having a SSD and fast storage and 16 gigs or more of RAM would do very well for a video editing. They kind of go hand in hand, unless you're going, very budget. I have a gaming laptop with an i5 8300H and a 1050 Ti. Is it good enough? I'm worried because for the same price, I could have built a PC with an 8600 and 1060. So the thing with the laptop is you're always going to be paying for that smaller form factor, right? So all those parts have to be custom made for that laptop, and that laptop is going to cost more in terms of the parts that you get, in terms of getting desktop grade parts. So that's always the trade-off that you're buying. So for the laptop, do you need the laptop? Are you bringing it to places? Do you need to be gaming mobily, or could you have gone with a desktop for gaming and just had like a regular ThinkPad or some cheap $200 laptop just to bring around to use Microsoft Word? That's the question you need to be asking yourself, and that would be, whichever situation is optimal for you. Let's see. Get a Ryzen 1600, 1066 GB. I'll try tomorrow when I wake up for school. If it doesn't work, I'm going back to my AMD HG 8570. That wouldn't make sense that that's performing better than the 1070. That would be crazy. Hello, glad you survived. Thanks, man. I'm glad I survived too. I didn't really get hit with a hurricane at all, really. My friend's little brother spent a crap ton of his dad's money on buying a PC and bought a 240mm RAD for a CPU, which is an i3-8100. I think that tells you how badly he spent his money. Oy, oy, oy. The 8100 doesn't really need that much cooling. It can get hot if you're using a crappy cooler on it, like the stock cooler, but still, a 240mm RAD for an 8100. Oh boy, chat's starting to pick up. It is starting to pick up. I'm going to be responding to everyone, so everyone can hang out here in the chat, and we'll be hanging out for a while. Coalition on the Clutch, answering other people's questions. I appreciate it, man. Make sure to check out his channel as well. Ciao. Just finished my new build of the Xenon equivalent of an i7 3770 and an R9 Fury, but I have one question with Wattman. When I overclock or undervolt, do I adjust voltage or power limit? Power limit's not going to really change anything. That just tells you how much power you're going to use. Or the voltage limit, that doesn't really mean anything unless, I mean, you have to manually set what the voltage and the clock speed is. Those limits, sure, you can set them lower, but you have to manually set it for something to be taking place, really. I mean, you can, they kind of go hand in hand, but I would manually just set the clock speed and the voltage underneath what it's spec'd at. Are buying miner GPUs even though all are buying miners GPUs even those prices also getting high? No, they're not really getting high. They're actually getting pretty cheap, and I'll show you guys in a little bit how cheap they are. That one idiot, what is going on, man? Saw your video about the Cooler Master H500, and I have a question on that. Can I fit a 240mm radiator on top for a liquid AIO CPU cooler, and I might be using G-Skill Trident Z or GB RAM for it? Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I have it all listed out in the video, like all the radiator support and stuff like that. But in case you miss it, yeah, I can definitely fit a 240mm radiator up on there. No problem. JD, do you know any free editor without watermark? Not to my knowledge. I haven't used a free editor in a really long time just because of how low level they are. They're not really that good. So I would not be the go-to for that. I'm sorry. The video I want to see is two 1080 Ti's versus one 2080 Ti. That would be interesting, but the 1080 Ti's don't scale properly and not enough support for two 1080 Ti's. I have no idea what is going on, but looking at you makes it all right. Still haven't answered my question. Everyday technology, no problem, man. Angel ML, what is going on? How are you doing? Wait, there's a 2080 Ti? Yes, there is a 2080 Ti, and it's ridiculously priced for technology that isn't here yet. But are the specs alright? Can the 8300H and 1050 Ti 4GB handle most of the games? What kind of games and what resolution are you playing at? I overclocked my Ryzen 1700 to 4.2 gigahertz and the temps went down. I changed the voltage to 1.375. How is that possible? I honestly have no idea. I'm surprised you have 4.2 gigahertz on a 1700. A 1700 is terrible for overclocking. Is my Ryzen 2700X and 1070 Ti good for 4 years? Gaming at 1080p 60? Yeah, absolutely. And animation, yeah, that will be plenty fine for you, honestly. 2700X rocks. It does. I feel like my 1050 Ti notebook is underperforming. What should I be checking and doing? Well, 1050 Ti is not going to perform like a desktop 1050 Ti, just so you know, because it's the specs are not of a full desktop grade 1050 Ti because they're in a smaller form factor and it would be much hotter if it was running the full specs. I still have my old computer, my first computer I ever built, which was an AMD 8750, 8 gigs of RAM, which ran Fortnite on 90 FPS and 3D resolution max and setting low. Yeah, I don't understand why the 1070 is not doing it. Well, the 1070 does do it, but there's got to be something in between. Maybe firmware. Do you have the driver installed? The right driver installed for your PC? What is the best RAM stick brand? There's really no best RAM stick brand. There's a bunch that are really good. If you want the best overclocker, that would have to go probably to G-Skill and potentially Corsair. I know G-Skill, their RGB RAM uses Samsung B-Die on their RAM, which is very overclockable. So, I mean, there's different timings and stuff, but usually if you stick to G-Skill and, you know, and Corsair, and let's see, And I mean, there's so many that are really good. I mean, there's a couple that are kind of slower and have more latency in between their timings and stuff like that. But that, I mean, it's not really noticeable to most people. Hey, I have a Ryzen AMD 2700X. Nice, man. I'm glad you are. I hope you're enjoying it. Also, what happened to TechSource? What do you mean what happened to TechSource? Like, oh wait, I think I skipped a bunch. Oops, I did. And now I invest in a dual 1080 Ti setup. I wouldn't do that. 2080 Ti set. How do you feel about income 9700K versus 8700K for streaming mildly CPU intensive games? Okay, so that's a good question because the 9700K is supposedly going to be an 8-core, 8-thread CPU versus the 8700K, which is a 6-core, 12-thread CPU. And that's going to be interesting to see what is better for streaming. I personally think the 8-core is going to outperform the 6-core, 12-thread, just because having more physical cores with the same IPC will outperform a 12-threaded 6 actual core PC. What do you think about consoles now allowing keyboard and mouse input? They should have always had that. I think it's good that they do that, and that's important, especially if people want to up their peripheral game. Why should it only be limited to PCs, you know? I will change my username soon. I know that PS4 had it, but now Xbox just started having a beta for it. Yeah, I think they should absolutely do that. I must have a freaky chip. I'm using a 2700X stock cooler though. Wait, what are you referencing to? What's your favorite games you will be wanting to play anytime? Well, unfortunately, I don't play many games due to me being pretty busy with YouTube and all that, but one of my favorite games like of all time would probably be like Need for Speed Most Wanted, the original in 2005, and like Hulk Ultimate Destruction back from the early 2000s on PlayStation 2. You know, Elder Scrolls, what was it, Skyrim, and then, you know, Colony Survival was a great game, and there's a couple others that are a lot of fun. I mean, GTA 5 was a lot of fun as well. What's better, buying a new graphics card or throwing my whole PC away? I don't know what the specs of your PC are, so I wouldn't be able to make an educated decision on that one. Hey, I've had a AMD Ryzen 2700X and a GTX 27. Will it bottleneck? Please tell me fast. No, it will not bottleneck. You'll be fine. The 1070 will keep up with the 2700X and vice versa. What happened to TechSource? He got robbed. Or are you talking about in general? Because I wouldn't know anything else besides him getting robbed. Thanks for the answer. No problem. I don't know if you're telling me thanks for the answer. Sorry, I'm a bit new to computers. What is overclocking? Overclocking is, so everything has a rated frequency, RAM, CPU, and GPU, right? So you have a base clock, which is the guaranteed clock that it's going to be running at, the frequency that it'll be running at. Then there's a boost clock, which is a little bit higher than the base frequency. So you have the base frequency, the boost frequency, and then overclock is anything over that boost frequency. Say the boost frequency on your 8700K is 4 gigahertz, and you go to 4.2 gigahertz, that's over 4 gigahertz, so that would be considered an overclock going at 4.2 gigahertz. Which one do you prefer for gaming, Intel or AMD after Ryzen came out? For gaming, strictly Intel still. The IPC is just really good. Ryzen is very, very close now. Their IPC has been getting much better with the higher clock speeds, but they still need to boost those clock speeds more in order to be on the same level as Intel in terms of gaming strictly, especially when it comes to 1080p gaming and just churning out a lot of high frame rates. So that is important. Forza Horizon 4. I love Forza Horizon 3. That was fantastic. Hi, JD. Which was your first computer? Mine was a MMX 200 megahertz with 1 megabyte GPU and 64 megabytes of RAM. It's still working. Wow, that's crazy. What's going on, man? My first PC, I can't even remember the specs. That was so long ago. I don't even have it. It died because I pressed the power button too many times in one go. What/were is the most fun you've had when you're actually into the act of building the PC? What and where is the most fun? Probably just plugging in the GPU is the most fun. It's just like, yeah, I just slapped in this massive Titan that's going to be gaming. I don't know. It just feels so satisfying when you put in like so much money and you just get to slot it in for the first time. It feels great. And then when it turns on, that's my favorite part, and it actually works out. The studio got looted, worth over $100,000, and a red 4K camera worth. Yeah, that was bad. What's the whole point of overclocking? You get more performance out of your processor or GPU or RAM, whichever one you're overclocking. My friend wants to get into PC gaming and said they're expensive, and I said he could build a pretty capable gaming PC for $300. Well, found an Optiplex with an i5 2500K for $95. Wow, that's awesome. And I can get I can pair it with a 1050 Ti, good build. How much are you paying for that 1050 Ti? I like the 1050 Ti's. They're good cards. They're power efficient. They're cool. But I think you can get better for the money. Like, you can get a 970 for like the same price as a 1050. And a 970 outmatches the 1050 Ti by a long shot. Can this video hit 20 likes? Sorry, you got to. That would be awesome. My first PC was an AMD Sempron 140, 4 gigs of DDR2 RAM and no GPU. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Ricardo, what's going on, man? Yay, another stream. Juan, just swap that computer with the Titan X. Trying to keep up here, guys. Do you have a red camera? Are you planning to get it soon? No, and I never plan to get a red camera. They are way too much money and way too much work. If anything, I would just stick to Panasonic or Sony, either one. I don't need to work in the raw color space and all that nonsense, because it's just too much, too many issues, too much money. If I was shooting a movie, yeah, I would use a red camera, but if I'm just shooting YouTube videos, I'm just gonna use you know, Panasonic and Sony all the way. I miss Optiplex. They were the best for playing cool math with no GPU or RAM. That was the way to go, playing cool math games. That's actually pretty funny. Do you think red cam is way too overpriced? It depends. If you're talking about like cinema, like if you're filming films, right? They're pretty entry level. They're entry level in terms of filming. So like you can drop $100,000 on a cinema camera, and that would be pretty normal. If you're trying to like shoot an IMAX, you can't even buy an IMAX camera, right? You would have to buy the film, rent the camera and everything. If, let's say, you shoot for a week, it would cost you around $500,000 to shoot with that camera for a week. So when you start comparing like something like that, red cameras aren't like all the way up here when you start like getting to filmmaking. So can I say the red camera is way too overpriced? Maybe if you're just doing, you know, YouTube videos, but I'm not here to judge people that purchase those cameras for YouTube. I just don't think it's really worth it. You know, unless you are really into the color space and working with it and just working with film. Would you rather never touch a gaming PC again or never use your phone again? I'd rather just not use my phone again. I mean, I can almost build a computer as small as a phone, and I can just carry it with me and a monitor and a keyboard, and I'll call that my phone. No homo, but your voice sounds satisfying. Well, thank you. I'm glad that my voice sounds pretty nice. Cough, cough. Linus Tech Tips. Cough. Yeah. Yeah. They want. Well, I think Brandon wanted to work with it, and it's a lot of fun shooting with those things when you're you know, doing like these really big productions and stuff like that. But the red camera is just like, I don't know, for me, I mean, what I do, I don't think I would ever utilize it that much. I think you can get fantastic looking footage with much cheaper cameras, and that's just me. Unless you're shooting film, I mean, you need like the best autofocusing features and stuff that just really works well for film, but I don't really need that. Most of the things I shoot are inanimate, so I don't have to worry about that. So that's what I think of Red cameras. But anyways, yeah, I'll continue answering questions for you guys. But we also have some things like AMD rolling out some new GPUs within October, like the RX 680. And my biggest question here is what is it going to perform like, and is it going to be any good compared to, let's say, Pascal with the GTX 10 series? Will it offer any value? Let's say an RX 680 performs the same as, you know, maybe a 980 Ti or a 1070. That would be really nice. If a 680 can keep up with a 1070 and they can sell them for like 300 or something like that, that would be awesome. But I don't know if we're gonna get that kind of tech. Excuse me. Because the 580 and the 480 perform pretty much the same, except the 580 is a little bit more power efficient and a little bit cooler. So it's like, yeah, what can you do? You know. So I don't know if the 680 is gonna be that big of a deal going over it. So we'll see. Linus videos are kind of whack. Yeah, but you know, people like the wackiness, you know, that's what they're into. Just showed my wife a bit of your Batman unboxing. Go Batman for a bit. What'd she think of it? While making videos, you tell everything about PC parts. That's why I like you, that I love your videos. Well, thanks, man. I try to be as explanatory as possible, although people get kind of bored with that sometimes. But I'm like, well, there's someone out there that has a question that needs to be answered, so I'm going to try to answer it as best as I can. My biggest question is, how much will it cost? Will what cost? Under $350? Oh, I'm outside of that conversation. One of my computers at school caught on fire the other day. If you haven't guessed, it's an Apple. Oh, God. It's terrible. She thought you have good attention to detail in general, not just Batman. Oh, good. I'm glad she thought I had good attention to detail. I try, like, I'm very observant when it comes to like everything in life, especially my own work. It's terrible making YouTube videos and me being like very in detail with myself. I'm surprised the trash PCs at my school can run Adobe Premiere Pro. That's nice. You guys have that. I never really had that. He was asking for a Radeon 680 price. I don't really know. They said we can expect a 15% performance, so they might charge $50 over what the MSRP was for an RX 580, which was what, $250 or something like that. So we might see these for like $300. Oh, excuse me. So I mean, if we see them at $300, that won't be too bad. But I mean, if you can snag RX 580s right now, used for like $130, then like, what's the point? Like, look at this, guys. So if we go over to eBay and we type in RX 580, which pretty much has GTX 1060 gigabyte, the GTX 1060 equivalent performance, you can get them for really cheap. And I made a video talking about like used mining GPUs and stuff like that, and it's not too bad. Like, look at this, $125 for this. And I like mining cards actually, because they're sold really cheap, and also they were usually underclocked and undervolted, and they just have the fans spun at like 100% all the time. So that's really it. $126 for this, $140 here. I mean, this like a GTX 1060 for like $130. Like, that's fantastic. Okay, GD, I will try to look for a GTX 970 now. Yeah, last week I found a 970 for 140. Yeah, exactly. So if you get that for 140 with the $100 that you're spending on the Dell Optiplex, that's 240 bucks. That's still under 300, and you can probably get a nice SSD for another 40 bucks. That's 240 gigabytes, and now you're at um, 280, right? Then you have 20 bucks left over for whatever else. But most RX 580s might have been mined on. Yeah, and that's fine. I made a video talking about that, about mined on GPUs. If you haven't caught it yet, pretty much I've been working every day with the mined on GPU, and it's perfectly fine. Are you making videos on Ryzen CPU? I will in the future. There's not much to talk about with Ryzen CPUs, just because everyone has so many videos out with Ryzen processors already, and there's only so many reviews you can do on that. So I can only do what I can do. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry, guys. I keep on yawning. It's like I haven't got enough air to my brain yet. Let's see. Let's look at RX 580s that are ending soonest. All right, this guy started out his bid too high, so no one's bidded on it. 12 minutes left. I wouldn't. 4 gigabyte card, 140 bucks. That's fine. 200 bucks. No, I've seen brand new 580s going for 200, so I wouldn't pay 200 for it. This is a good deal right here. 107 bucks. That would be sweet. What time is it for you? It is 11 p.m. for me. The only YouTuber that reads literally each and every comment. I love it. I try to. I try to read every comment. It'll get hard once, like more people start jumping on streams. Batman. Alright, now we need to find some RX 580s. Because the mining apocalypse has ended. You know why? Because of me. And I'm the best at what I do. And what I do is in complete secrecy. But all you need to know is that RX 580s are cheap now. And you can thank me for that. Because I'm Batman. I got my 1070 at Best Buy for $140. They were going to throw all of them out or recycle them, but I got there in time. Why were they going to throw out 1070s? That's crazy. I love seeing old loyal viewers as well. It's 8:30 a.m. in India. Well, I'm hoping I'm providing some good morning content for you, man. How's that even possible? Pitch it. What's going on, man? How you doing? How are you doing? Oh, guys, look at this. All right. So, following that RTX mess of a stuff going on last week, we have the RTX 2070 coming out in like a couple weeks. And its MSRP is $599, and we know they're not going to be sold for $599. Okay, they're going to be sold for probably $700. Everything's usually like $100 to $150 to $200, sometimes even $300 over the asking price. So let's say this is $650, or I'm sorry, $700, right? You can get it. This will most likely have GTX 1080 performance, because the RTX 2080 was on par with the 1080 Ti. We can probably see the same performance trend with the 2070 being on par with the GTX 1080. And that's absolutely terrible, because when we're looking at Pascal, the GTX 1070 was on par with the 980 Ti. And now the new 70 is on par with the 80 and not the Ti. So that's showing, well, obviously, because it's not that massive a die shrink as it was from Maxwell to Pascal. But who would pay $600 or $700 for a GTX 1080 while they can get a new 1080 Ti, which has at least 40% more performance, for at least $50 less or the same price? Let alone going on the used route, getting it for $150 to $200 less for 40% more performance. Like, this lineup is just so backwards. It just has me scratching my head. This RTX nonsense is just, oh my god. All right, I'll get back to reading your comments. I just wanted to mention this. Good. How about you? I'm doing all right. I'm streaming right now, and I'm glad to be streaming for everyone, and hopefully everyone appreciates the stream, because they are hard to set up when I'm like really tired, but I gotta do it for you guys. Brody, what's going on, man? How you doing? It's 4 a.m. in Australia. Dude, thank you for being here. I'm sorry for keeping you up. I once got a GTS 450 for $150 at Best Buy. And then a week later, I saw a GTX 460 go on clearance for $111. Ran back, grabbed the 450, went back, and oh, that is awesome. You gotta snag those deals when you can. What PC case is good? I need suggestions. I'll have more suggestions toward the end of the year. I have a couple PC cases. I mean, it depends on what price range you're looking at, so I should ask that first. I'm in Victoria, Australia. Oh man, how's that over there? I actually used to do an Australian accent all the time. I don't know how it sounds right now, but if I just changed myself to Hardware Unboxed, like, all right, today, welcome back to Hardware Unboxed, and today we're gonna be looking at the RTX 2080 Ti. Hey mate, ain't it beautiful today? I'll have to sleep. See ya. All right, mate. I'll see you later. I don't know if my Australian accent's that good, but I'll try. Seems like the whole point of the 20 series is just to justify them lowering 10 series to reasonable prices and, yeah, probably selling them off based on unpromised technology, but they probably already knew that was going to happen. Likely that model 1070, the guy got cheap, was going EOL. Yeah, that's probably true. What website are you on? Which one? This one? This is eBay right here. 100 to 150. All right. I have a couple of cases that that you can check out for around 100 to 150. If you're looking for maximum airflow for $100, I would highly suggest the Cooler Master H500 over here, which I have a review on. If you want one of the most silent and easy to build in cases right here, and probably one of the best engineered cases I've ever worked with, this one right here, the Silent Base 601, is a fantastic case. It's $140. Absolutely fantastic case. You can also work, yeah, that's $150 right there. There's more cases like the Leon Lee PCO 11 Dynamic, which is a fantastic case. But those two I have reviews on that I can speak for on my own behalf that I really like. I've been thinking to get a PC. What should I get? Oh, you should just go all out, man. Get like 4 RTX 20 Ti's, 7 like 79X 80Xes. No, I got to know what your budget is and be able to maybe make a video out of that. Damn, good Australian accent. Really? That's surprising. I didn't know my Australian accent actually sounded good. Do a Bogan accent. I can't do the Bogan accent. It's just so weird to me. I don't know. Dimitri impression. Oh my gosh. I've tried doing the Dimitri impression, right? So from Hardware Canucks, if you guys are familiar with Hardware Canucks. Hello, good people, and welcome back to Hardware Canucks. And today we're looking at one of my favorite enclosures, the PC O11 Dynamic. I don't even know if that's any good, but I tried. I love Dimitri. He's like my spirit animal. Will the 1060 will the 1060 go down, do you think? I'm building a computer, my first. Should I buy a graphics card right now or later? Right now is a good time. You can wait later, but I mean, you can get a used RX 580 for like $140, which is the same as a performance as a GTX 1060. So you can go that route, and that's a really good way to go. Hurry now and get a secondhand GTX 1070 for around $350, or or 1070, you can get a 1070 used for like $240 or $225. I'm gonna go with Cooler Master. I watched your review and it was good. Just so many options. I was between that, the Fantex, and NZXT. Yeah, Fantex and NZXT make great cases. Fantex has been a little lackluster lately with the airflow department. NZXT has been pretty good with the airflow department, and but both are really good. I love all those companies, honestly. They all make really good, unique cases in their own way, and I'm happy that they do. Good enough. All right, well, I'm glad my Dimitri accent was okay for you. I've got a budget around $1,000. Any good PC ideas? Let's see. You can do you want, I mean, what's your situation? Are you going for gaming? Are you going for streaming? Are you going for editing? Are you going for like animation? You know, there's a whole bunch of different ways. AMD or Intel? Depends on what the situation is. I am going for an $800 to $900 build. I'm actually working on something like that pretty soon, actually. Hi, y'all. What's going on, Torben? I hope I pronounced your name right. Holy moly, prices are going down. Yes, they are, and it's fantastic, isn't it? You guys can give me more impressions if you want me to try. I used to really nail that Australian accent quite a lot, actually. I tried, and I was like, oh, mate, surf's up. Let's go. Let's go to the Outback. Dang, Toasty Bros took all the 970s from EVGA B stock for $98 this week. What a deal. Yeah, I'm hoping they do a similar deal this week. Well, they didn't take all of them. They purchased them. That Dimitri impression was pretty good. Oh, thanks, man. I tried. I watch him a lot, so I would probably know. Yes, thank you for saying it perfectly. Just bought an unopened, hopefully 8700K, 8 gigs of course, and Ballistics Elite 26. Well, good luck with your build then, man. I got a 1070 Ti Founders for MSRP. Hey, man, we all gotta start somewhere. Pitch it. Thanks, man. Thanks for the donation. I appreciate it. I really do. Everyone give a shout out to Pitch It. All right, he's the first donor of tonight, so everyone make sure to show him some love. Gonna try and build my first hack Windows streaming Ableton Live machine. Nice, man. The first thing I got was for building an FL Studio, so that was actually pretty fun. Cody, what's going on? I'm going to be building a new gaming rig and video editing rig. I'm wanting something for VR heavy and minor video editing. I've already bought a 1070. Yeah, 1070 is a good card, especially for video editing. You can utilize those CUDA cores pretty nicely, and also VR would be pretty nice. You'll probably want to go with an 8600K, 8700K, or Ryzen 2700 or 1700 if you want something really good in the editing and also streaming department. Still need to figure out which motherboard. Are you planning on overclocking or no? And let me know. Say like I'm not overclocking. What motherboard should I get? Because I'll forget what conversation I was in. Would I be fine with a 1700X or should I wait and get the 2700? You'll be fine with the 1700X. The performance gains are negligible. Price difference is quite a bit. Brody, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Everyone, give a shout out to Brody. All right, he's also donated. I do appreciate that. That really does help, guys. I do mean that because YouTube views, they don't make any money unless you get like 17 million views a month. That would be different. Sorry, I just had a buck. No worries, man. I appreciate just the thought and the sentiment of you doing that still means a lot to me. So thank you. Raiden, what's going on, man? How you doing? I'm probably going for a used RX 580. Yeah. Well, if you got the 8700K, I can't remember. I think you said you had an 8700K. You can definitely get a much more powerful GPU to pair that with. The 580 will be a good start if you're just trying to save something right now, and the 580 will be plenty good for 1080p gaming. I'm surprised there is not a lot of more people here. Yeah, you know, I'm still getting into the rhythm of streaming and having a schedule, so people don't really know when I'm streaming. So if you guys go into like my Discord or Twitter, I usually announce when I'm streaming. So if you guys follow me on there, you guys would be able to be notified when I'm streaming. You know, shameless plug, I know. Next question. I can get a really good deal on an Asus B350F if it's a board that you have reviewed. Should I get that or the newer B450? You know, I haven't worked with the B450F, and I'm pretty sure it's pretty similar to the B350F. And I really do like the B350F, and I actually do have that review. I have it right over here. Attempt at a motherboard review. Yeah, this is the Asus Strix B350F. I really enjoyed this board. I still use it to this day. I absolutely love it. Brody Lang, thanks. No problem, man. Thank you. Thank you, Pitch It. You can use Stream Elements for YouTube Super Chat and sub alerts on stream, just a browser source through OBS. Yeah, I got to get more acquainted with OBS and Streamlabs and all that sort of stuff to really maximize the efficiency of my streams. What's your favorite PC game? That's kind of hard to tell. I mean, in the moment right now, I don't know. I haven't played enough games to really have a favorite. I really do like GTA on PC. It's a lot of fun. Is it really well optimized in terms of controls for PC? No, not really. It's better with a controller. Other than that, I really am looking forward to like Black Ops 4. Surprisingly, I haven't bought a Call of Duty game in like 6 years, so I don't know. I don't know what my favorite PC game is right now. If he gets a 2700X, he gets better RAM support, better single core performance. Yeah, that's true, but I honestly haven't had much trouble with RAM support. I'm using a random brand of RAM with my 1700 and it works just fine, actually. Does the B350F have RGB? In fact, it does. It does. Vega. Yes, I'm also afraid the 580 might be underkill for an 8700K. But I'm going to be streaming in 1080p. I'm not going to game for real, and also overclocking is not important. All right, so if overclocking isn't important, you probably don't need a Z370 fancy motherboard. So you might just want something that has good options and looks pretty good. This board I did a review on is a really good board that I worked with. You have an M.2 heat shield over here, reinforced PCIe bracket. You have a very good audio output, like component and module group over here, and then you have decent rear I/O, and you also have like decent power delivery to the processor and everything else. So this is a really nice board for $100 if you don't want to go overkill and you just want everything to run really smoothly and have a bunch of features. So I'd really recommend this one. Hey, I have a Strix X470F for my 2700X. That's a really nice board too. I currently have a 7820X and it's the only part I currently have. Would you say it would be a good idea to continue on with the X299 build knowing the 9th gen stuff is coming out soon? I mean, what do you need, really? I mean, the 7820X is going to be good for gaming and editing. It's still a good CPU. The prices might drop a little bit if you wait for everything to come out for the 9th gen stuff. So, I don't know. Another pumpkin carving vid this year. I don't know if we will. I'm not sure. We might not. I'm not exactly sure. GTA 5 is my fave till the day I'm waiting for GTA 6. I know, right? I'm waiting for GTA 6. I hope they do. Got any good price gaming PC? Yeah, I'll have some coming to the channel pretty soon. I'll have like a $700, gaming PC coming to the to the channel pretty soon. You can tell I'm tired because I'm like, I can't formulate any sentences right now. See, I can't even speak right now. You remind me of DIY Perks. I haven't watched that channel actually. And where can I get it? All right, so if you're in Australia, prices might be different as well as availability. So I'm not exactly sure. Excuse me. I'm gonna come back later. All right, Chardo, I'll catch you later, man. How long are you gonna be streaming for? I'll be streaming for at least another half hour. Can you check out my build and see if it could be better? My budget is $850 and I'm looking for an editing and gaming build. How will I send you my PC part picker? You can send it through the Discord chat, or you can send it through my Twitter and tag me in it. Either way will work. Do I really remind you guys of DIY perks? I've never watched them. Yeah, go check out Coalition Gaming's giveaway for this X299 motherboard. That might make it a little bit easier of a decision on you. What's the best budget GPU right now? Oh, man. Probably the RX 580. Probably the absolute best. I mean, if we go to buy it now, I was showing this a little bit earlier in the stream, but you can get GTX 1060 performance for $130, $140. This is used, of course. If you're looking for something new, the best performance dollar is probably going to be a brand new 1070 for like $380 or 1060. How much wood could a woodchuck wood if a woodchuck could woodchuck wood? I don't know, man. It's a lot. Thanks. Looks like I'll need to do more motherboard research. That one looks nice, though. I don't need onboard audio, but I guess they all come with that. Yeah, they all come with onboard audio, so there's really no difference with that, really. But yeah, motherboard research is always a good one. A lot of people just say, oh, they're all the same. So I need to get a TV. What's a good price? I'm not very TV savvy. If you're looking for a 4K TV, I usually stick to like Samsung and Sony because their panels are just absolutely stellar for 4K. If you're looking at the monitors, I can help you out more there. TS2F. Oi, mate. How's it going? Well, long story short, I sold the 7820X to the guy I sold it to. Ended up changing his mind and he returned it. I'm just not sure what to do now. Rebuild it or sell it again and move on. Oh, jeez. I would try selling it because that 9th gen stuff is coming out and it's going to be quickly outdated for the price that it was bought for. i5 8400 and R5 2400G. If price isn't concerned, I would go with the 8400. What are your thoughts on buying used hardware such as CPUs, RAM, motherboards? I know buying used GPU is a no-no, but what about the parts I listed above? No, buying a GPU used is probably one of the better parts to buy used, actually. Used GPUs are probably the best thing to buy used because they are incredibly durable. I've actually bought 4 GPUs used off of eBay, so those are a yes, not a no-no. CPUs and RAM are fine. Motherboards are a bit questionable. But yeah, that should answer your question. What other hobbies besides computers? Geez, do I have a life outside of computers? Well, I love cars. I love technology, and I love film. I absolutely love film. And I also love lacrosse and frisbee. Those are a lot of fun. Just some of the things that I do. What's up, party people? I'm back. What's going on, man? If you're into Mobo internals, go see BuildZoid, but he may drive you nuts with those numbers. Yeah. I love BuildZoid, but like sometimes it gets a little too in depth for me to really like reel it back in and say, okay, does this really make too much of a difference for what I'm paying for? You know, nice ads there, mate. Oh yeah, geez. I know every single time I'm getting this crap on here. Look, it's on like every single page. It's these pop-ups are so annoying. Oh my gosh. Thanks, Kevin. Looks like your girl uses your PC based on those ads. Nope, she doesn't. This is I have 2 separate PCs. This one's just a streaming PC, so this doesn't even see the light of day. 8400 2600G. I answered that question. Didn't you hear me? I answered that question, man. I said the 8400 if oh, you said 2600, sorry. Uh I mean, depends on what you're doing. Are you streaming? Are you gaming? If you're just gaming, go with the 8400. If you're streaming and doing that, I would go with the 2600. It's a little bit more capable in terms of doing simultaneous things at once, if that makes sense. Okay, see you, mate. I might be back. All right, man. Thanks for tuning in, at least. Glad you're here. Hello there. What's going on, Mr. Waller? Jonathan Waller, what's going on, man? I'm glad you like cars. Your favorite car. Well, are we talking price to performance, or are we talking just like pure performance? I think one of my favorite cars is like the newer Corvettes, just because the amounts of power that you get at that price is just absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. And it's a very good looking car. I usually don't actually like Chevys that much due to personal reasons, like my dad's car actually having the brakes fail on them, other stuff like that. One of my favorite cars is the car that I'm driving right now, which is a Hyundai Sonata. It's like $19,000, and it feels like you're driving a BMW. It's absolutely fantastic, and like the reliability is insane on this car. It gives me absolutely no problems. It's not just a pretty car. It's just there's so much to it that just makes it such a nice value. You love anything that has more than one part to work? I love my cats. I don't know if that counts. I wasted more money on my car than my PC. Well, usually that's how it goes, right? Sometimes you can go the other way around pretty easily. Oh, wow, you're telling me something new. I've watched a few other YouTubers who have said buying used GPUs is a risk because of mining. No, it's... I made a video talking about it. I made a video talking about used mining GPUs, and the GPU that I use every day is a mined-on GPU. Where is it? Right here. Used mining GPUs. Is it legit? You know, right here. It goes with anything buying used. It doesn't matter if it's CPUs, RAM, motherboard, doesn't matter. You always have the risk of it not working. It doesn't matter what kind of used hardware you're going with. Mined-on GPUs are honestly fine. I've been using mine. The temps are fine. The clocks run very steady. There's no artifacting, no crashing. Stress test worked out fantastic. Brody, oh, thanks, man. Everyone give a shout out to Brody again. Thanks, dude. Another one and another one. Use ad blockers except for YouTube page. Yeah, I might, because they jump up all over the place. The stupid ads. All right, I sent you the tweets. All right, let's check out. All right, can you look at my custom PC? 8400. This was $175 yesterday. Cooler Master Hyper 212 Evo, $20. I could find a better CPU cooler for the money. B360 board. Yeah, if you're not, well, yeah, you can't. This is locked. That's fine. Corsair Vengeance, 8 gigs. $70. 120 gigabyte SSD, $25. 1 terabyte hard drive at 1060 for $270. 500 watt. Okay, this is a good case. I like that. I like the power supply. 1060, you're paying too much for. $270. You can buy these used for like literally half the price. I think you should have a bigger SSD. I think you should have 16 gigs of RAM, and I think you should have a better CPU cooler. For instance, let's look at a very capable $30 CPU cooler. This one right here. Sorry for the loud noise. If we can just skip this ad really quick. It is the Arctic Freezer Esports 33. This is a fantastic cooler. This is $30. So down here I have it. Let's see. Oh wow, it's actually not even. not even for sale right now. All right, well, I don't know then. This is usually a $30 CPU cooler, so that doesn't really make much sense. This is not a $50 CPU cooler. You can go with the Hyper 212 Evo, that's fine. I would also check out the Reeve & Hans cooler. This is a fantastic cooler. Oh my gosh, I can't even type, can I? Reeve & Hans, it's a little bit more expensive than the $20 you're paying, but it's way quieter and is fantastic. It's a fantastic cooler. I used it in my build recently. But yeah, I'm gonna be working on a PC that's actually for around $700 to $800 that will be at least as powerful as this for the same amount of money. So yeah, I would wait for that video and then like consider your options. GTX 1060 3GB or 570. 1063 GB is a superior card to the 570. I have a 240 SX with something inside. So much money is gone. I'm sorry, man. Oh geez, I missed a lot of stuff here. Hold on. My dream car is a Mustang. I hate those $1 million showpiece cars. Yeah, I would hate to drive one of those cars around. Because it's like, man, if I get a scratch on it, there goes $30,000 off the price tag. Cats have organs to work. Well, yeah. If you're looking for something that's just singular, I love mouse pads. Those are cool. I have a budget of $1,000. What would be a good setup for this? Mouse, keyboard, not included. Are you talking about just like the PC altogether? Or like you're talking about like the setup, like the desk, your monitor, and everything else except for mouse and keyboard? Keep watching the stream or binge watch videos I missed. Either one, man. If you have questions, I can answer them here, and then you can like watch. You can always watch the videos later. So I mean, I would be here. I haven't really seen many YouTubers say mine GPUs are a risk. Yeah, I haven't either. Like Tech Yes City, Brian from Tech Yes City talked about it, and he had pretty much the same conclusion as I did. I love the Nissan GTR. Your opinion on that car? Yeah, the Nissan GTR is a great car. I think it's a little overhyped sometimes just because a lot of people love it. And it's a good looking car, but Nissan doesn't really update their style that much. And as nice as the GTR is, I don't know, the power that you get in that car is really good, but I think the Corvette has a better price to performance and looks better than the GTR. It's just cooler because Nissan's from a different side of the world because it's is it Japanese? I think it's a Japanese made car. You know, so it has a different heritage to it. So that really just comes down to preference. My favorite car is the Hyundai Genesis. Yeah, the Genesis is a pretty sporty car. You feel the road. It accelerates really nicely. It's a fun car. Could you look up on Newegg and tell me your thoughts on the Team Group Nighthawk RAM for a Ryzen 7 build? It's fine, Cody. It's fine. The Nighthawk RAM, I believe. No, I have the Delta T-Force RAM. I don't have the Nighthawk RAM. But it should be fine for a Ryzen 7 build, honestly. How can I promote my channel? You just keep making videos and you just keep, you know, trying to boost the content and make it better. There's not many ways to promote your channel without trying to come off as like, oh, here's my channel, everyone look at it, you know. So it's kind of hard to just keep it going without trying to promote it. So you just got to keep trying to promote yourself by improving yourself, and that's probably the best way to go about it. Generally, the popular tech YouTubers say stuff like, if you don't trust a mind-on GPU and continue what they're doing, putting their preference on the viewer. Tech Yes City is a big proponent, though. Yeah, it comes down to your preference, honestly, but I see no issue in it, really. I just got a GTX 1070 Ti, and I want to sell it for profit. I paid $339 for it. Do you think the 10 series cards will go up in price? Do the 20 series cards bad price to performance? Due to, I don't think they'll go up in price due to the 20 series. They might go up in price due to the tariffs. The tariffs being imported. So later on in the year, all the PC hardware might be going up significantly, at least by 20 to 30 or even 40%. So RAM will go back up to like $200, and PC cases that were $100 would be like $140 to $150. Just because of the trade tariffs put on by Trump's administration or something like that. I don't know the exact details of it. You might be able to sell for profit around then, towards the end of the year, but it depends. I don't know if those tariffs will go through or not, so I don't know. Thank you for the suggestion, bro. No problem, man. Go with the stock cool. Yeah. Oh, man. Yes, have a consistent schedule and don't burn yourself out. Try to keep it creative. Adobe premiered. Glad you liked it. No problem. Will the 10 series go out of stock and like out of production due to the 20 series? No. They might stop producing them, but that wouldn't really make sense because they don't have a lineup to replace the GTX 10 series lineup. So physically they can't, because then they would lose a massive amount of sales, and they would it would just be all used market, and then Nvidia will have no market share. It would be completely dominated by the used market. That wouldn't really make sense. Because the 2070, 2080, and 2080 Ti have terrible value propositions for their price, and no one's using RTX because the technology is not here yet. So I can't see the 10 series going out of stock and out of production just yet. Parts are pretty low at the moment cost-wise. Should I start buying parts now and take advantage, or should I wait for Black Friday and Cyber Monday since it's so close? Yeah, you can wait for around Black Friday and Cyber Monday. I mean, that's honestly in about a month and a half from now, a little bit over a month and a half. Maybe 2 months, we'll say. But yeah, you can wait for around there. I don't think it would hurt. Prices are good now. They might be better later on, or they might be the same. I can't really see it going that much further up in terms of price. Maybe Nvidia will force users to buy 20 series. Well, they can't, because the price jump is just too high, right? So if people are looking for new GPUs, and the lowest priced GPU that they can get was a $700 GPU, they physically could not purchase it because it's too much money to invest into that GPU. So no one could be, even if people are only forced with that option, it would just kill off the PC market, and it would be a terrible idea. And if they just stop producing the GTX cards, that would just be absolutely terrible for them, because there would just be no market anymore. It would just be like, oh, it just went up in smoke, because no one can really do that anymore. Hey, I got a technical advice for you. Since you helped me, put a low cut on your mic and like a gate compressor limited chain. You can easily handle 10 decibel boost if you manage the audio. Why, is it too quiet for you guys? I do that like in post processing. I don't usually compress it. I might use a little bit of compressor. I don't really like gates that much, because they kind of kill certain frequencies. And especially the low cut. I'll just like boost certain frequency, like a certain frequency range on the mic in post processing. Thoughts on 1070 versus 1080? Is it worth upgrading? I got a 1070 off a friend for $220. It depends on what you're pricing. I mean, what you're playing at. I mean, a 1080 has significant performance over the 1070, but if you don't need that performance, I wouldn't say it's really worth it, because the 1070 is just such a fantastic card. There's a low rumble, and yes, it's a bit quiet. Well, the low rumble is probably from my fan, and it's probably the wind smacking it. I could probably just boost the gain up a little bit. Not quiet for me. Huh. Is it quiet for anyone else? An overclocked cooler. What's going on, Geo? Is the Hyper D92 by Cooler Master. I have it in my system and it works great in my 6700K. I haven't worked with a Hyper D92. I'll tell you what is a fantastic overclocker. The Dark Pro 4 and the Dark Rock 4 and the NHD 15 from Noctua are fantastic overclock. And the Raven Hans is really good too. Yeah, I'm not hearing no rumble and it's not that quiet for me. Huh. Interesting. Sound is fine. All right. Thanks, Mark. Nice trick with OBS is add a noise suppression filter to your audio input device mic. Yeah, there's so much to streaming I don't even know yet. I'm still such a noob to it. I really am. So I'm getting into PC gaming and stuff. Any information tips I should know? Well, that is a very broad question. I don't know if I'd be able to answer that right here in the stream. There's a lot. I can maybe make a video about it. So you're getting into PC gaming. What do you need to know? Here are some tips. You know, there's 1,000 tips I could list off right now. I say just do a lot of research. Look through a lot of reviews. You learn a lot from reviews, just because of the details that they go into. It depends on the reviewer, of course. But you can learn a lot from reviews, and you can learn things that, you know, usually wouldn't come up in just some basic generic video discussing how to build a computer. Just got a new audio device to check stuff like that, and built-in EQ for all channels. Oh, that's awesome. I hope you. How much was that? Like 3 clicks and boom. Don't even need to move a slider. That's nice. I need to check that out. I'm still such a noob to this. Where do I look for used GPUs? You can look on Macari. You can look on. There's something. Oh, Letgo. But the most generic place to go on is eBay, of course. I'm back, bro. What's going on, Brody? How you doing? What console? What do you mean, what console? Look at the Hyper or the D92. Let's see. Cooler Master D92. I think I've heard of this one. Oh my gosh, look at this. This is an old cooler. Let's see, how many heat pipes do we have? That looks like a fairly competent CPU cooler. The fans are kind of small for that fin stack. The fin stack's a bit odd. And the fin stack isn't super dense. Like I've seen denser fin stacks. But it looks like a pretty decent CPU cooler all around though. It's just older, that's all. Wow, look at that motherboard. Yeah, that is old. The audio is perfect. Awesome. I don't have one right now. What don't you have right now? eBay is the best in my opinion for used GPU pricing. Yeah, to really get an idea what used GPU prices are like. Who wants a screenshot of the low-end Rumble? I honestly don't know where it's coming from. PSA, you're handsome. It is irrelevant, and I said that last stream also, but I feel like you need to double know that info. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate any sort of compliments, guys. Thank you. My whole PC research went on for like 10 days. Yeah, you can do a lot of extensive research when it comes to building a PC. You learn a lot pretty fast with all the resources that you have here on YouTube. What do you think is better, Xbox or PS4? The original Xbox or PS4, when they first came out, like Xbox One versus PS4, the PS4 was definitely superior to Xbox in terms of gaming. Gamma X 400 over D92. I get it's not a PC. Nah, you need a PC. Coalition Gaming sub. Yeah, sub to my boy Coalition Gaming. He is very informative. He has great content. I have a question for JDTechGear. Which motherboard can I upgrade from my current motherboard, which is a BioStar A870A6? That sounds like an old board. I don't even know if those if you can really find, you can't find any new ones, that's for sure. So I wouldn't even be able to make a educated decision for you, because that's sounds like an old board. Yeah, this is an old board. I would not be able to give you a good suggestion for that. You should probably just be looking into a new PC altogether, because the upgrade path is very limited to the used hardware you'd be looking into. Your channel is underrated. Yes, it always is. Sounds like an FM2 Plus board. I don't know. It looks like it. Yeah, this is definitely an AMD board. You can tell by the way the socket looks. It could be an FM2 Plus board. Those are old. Oh, AM3. Used boards only can get pricey. Yeah, used boards can get pricey. It's weird. Motherboards go up in price as soon as they stopped in production. That's why, like, used motherboards, the only place I find like good reliable prices for used motherboards is EVGA B stock. That's like the only place. That's the only way, guys. Otherwise, they have like all these new boards right here. Whoa, I didn't know BioStar was making Ryzen boards too. Oh, that's awesome. I replaced the fans in the D92 with two Noctua NFB9s, and it cools like a champ. Yeah, the fans do make a difference with a good fin stack. So those fin stacks are a bit odd, but I'm assuming you get pretty good cooling performance out of it either way, like you said. And those Noctua fans perform very well. $180, Chris. Oh my gosh. I remember I built a crappy Athlon 5350 build as my first PC because I didn't know what I was doing, but now I know a lot. Yeah, you learn a lot from just experience, and that's the thing, just getting your hands dirty. You really learn a lot. Where did you say you find the best price for used motherboards? Could you show the site? Yeah, EVGA B stock probably has the best for, but they only make Intel boards. So if we're looking at EVGA B stock, right? B stock means they're used. And let's look at motherboard family. Like, they only make NVIDIA boards. I mean, not NVIDIA, Intel boards. God, C97, X79, so on and so forth. So they don't even have these in stock. So I mean, there's really nothing here. So I mean, I really can't really recommend anything. Josh, what's going on, man? How you doing? Oh, hey JD, what's going on, man? Yo, I gotta go English class work and stuff, but see you next live stream. All right, Raiden, thanks for being here, man. I appreciate it. LOL, I destroyed my AM3 Plus board and snapped it in half. Oh my gosh. Any good place to buy used AM4 boards? Not that I know of, besides eBay and maybe your local Craigslist. Best PC for $100. You know, I was looking that up, but really isn't much you can get. I mean, I for $100, you might as well just get another 100 and just get like an old Xbox One, honestly, or used Xbox One. Josh Tech Gamer, how are you, man? I'm doing all right. I'm doing pretty good. I'm pretty tired. I'll be up late tonight. How are you doing? Happy Gilmer, or who do you think would win in a street fight? Raj or Jensen? I'm gonna go with Jensen. Definitely, Jensen looks like, you know. Actually, I don't know. Actually, I would give it to Lisa. Lisa Sue would probably beat all of them up. More sprightly. Yeah, exactly. HP stream would be the best for 100 in my opinion. That's what my daughter has and it plays Roblox, but that's about all it will play. Exactly. So if you don't want it, if you're just browsing the internet, yeah, you can get a PC for $100, but getting a gaming PC for $100 is really going to be cutting it. You will be playing a lot of games at very low settings, and low resolutions, and that's just the kind of sacrifice you have to make for $100, and you might as well just keep saving it at that point. But you can do it. People will do it. I know Zach from Zach's Tech Turf will be having a $100 PC build relatively soon, so make sure to check him out as well. Found a system in the trash the other day that had an AMD FX 6300 processor in it. What? Really? You just found it in the trash? Why can't I find that in the trash? Oh man. Yeah, Lit Reviews has some used motherboards that he can link to you in the Discord, so you can hop up in there and then you can find stuff like that. Hey, I'ma go. Thanks for streaming, mate. I promise to donate more because you're great at answering questions and making good content. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate anything, really. And thanks for all the tips, man. Much love. All right, mate. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I forget what time it is in Australia. You said it was 4 a.m.? Around 4 a.m.? Have a good one, mate. Video idea. Batman goes trash digging. All I'll find in the trash here are like used dentures and like I don't know, peach tea. Old peach tea. I don't go looking for PCs in the trash. It just happens. Yeah, I figured that's something that just happened, honestly. But that's awesome that it just collided like that. Had a question. My mic setting in the sound goes up to 100, gets all distorted, not sure why. On the Yeti, did it 2 times in live stream, not sure why it happened or why I noticed. It just randomly went up to 100. Isn't there like a dial on the Yeti microphone that has like the volume, and the dB can be set to 100 there? Maybe you like hit into the microphone and went all the way up to 100. Otherwise, it wouldn't make sense if it just randomly did that. Are you going to try to do more collabs with people like Nerd on Budget? Yeah, absolutely. I love all those guys. I love Oz. I love Nerd on Budget. Matt, the other Matt, Toasty Bros Matt, and Zach from Zach's Tech. All those guys, really good guys. And yeah, I'd love to do more collabs with them. Nerd on Budget's in the middle of moving right now, so I know he's going to be busy for a while in terms of, you know, that versus, you know, being able to get more content out. I would love to do like a LAN party collab with him. The only problem is he's on the other side of the country. It's like, I don't know how many hours, like 40 something hours away, so it would be really hard to collaborate and do that, like meet in person. But doing a video together would be a lot easier. But definitely gonna do more collaborations with them. I'm mainly looking for a Strix board. If you can find any of those, could you hit me up? I'm also looking for a used Ryzen 7. You don't really have to get a Ryzen 7 used because they're really cheap, not used and brand new. Yeah, I mean the level was at 100. That doesn't make sense, honestly. I honestly wouldn't know. I mean, I guess I would go through OBS. And you can change the slider in OBS to have like the limiter. Like I know, sorry for the inception here, guys. Like if you change like the microphone volume, put it down to a certain volume, and that way you can, if it goes up to 100, it would at least be limited to around here or something like that. That's the best I would know, but you already probably know that. Sounds like you have a lot of retirees around you. Batman asks old people for their old computers. Dude, I would just get dust. I wouldn't even get an old Macs. Everyone has Macs around here. Yeah, I live around a lot of retired people. Can you tell Cody to join the Discord so I can send them? Oh yeah, Cody, join the Discord, mate. Do a collab with Random Gaming HD. I would love to. He's so beyond my level though, because like the kind of deals that he finds are just absolutely ridiculous. So he doesn't really do reviews. Well, he kind of does, but he doesn't at the same time. He does a lot of benchmarking. So I don't know. We'd have to find something in common to like collaborate on. It's strange. Like when I update Windows, sometimes things just act up like that. Yeah, sometimes you have to update the software, the drivers for your microphone, in order for that to properly work. Sometimes because Windows will change all the settings and everything. Your latest video build was really nice, very polished looking video. Hey, thanks, man. I spent a long time on that video. I tried to make it look really good, really professional for people to look back on as a resource and get a lot of information out of it, because you know, I've been trying to boost the content lately because my channel is hurting right now. It's like struggling for viewership, just because I did a lot of reviews like back to back, and that hurts the channel after a while because the content becomes so similar that people stop watching, and YouTube won't publish it. It doesn't get good watch time, so it hurts the channel in the long run. So I can't keep doing reviews and reviews on reviews. Otherwise, I'm just not going to grow at all. Why is this page glitching out? Doesn't make sense. Oh well. But yeah, I'm planning on doing more build videos like that. But thanks, GL. I appreciate that. Okay then, vid idea. Batman takes old people's computers and pretend they're enemies like the Joker and beats the crap. I was thinking about doing a video like that, like how to get rid of a computer virus, and it's just Batman like destroying a PC. It would probably still look better than that Verge PC. I'll join your Discord, JD. Ah, thanks, man. YouTube algorithm is crap. Yes, it is crap. YouTube algorithm is just, it does not favor similar content. If the creator keeps uploading similar content, you don't want content that has too much variety, because then people are like, I didn't subscribe for this. Why is he uploading this? I'm unsubbing. It gets a little tricky. But smaller content creators are making out very well and maximizing the efficiency of the YouTube algorithm. Me, for the other hand, I'm trying to re-maximize for what I'm doing and making sure how to title things properly and doing proper thumbnails and stuff, because I'm terrible at titles. I always feel like it's a hard road you're taking, but I think you have what it takes to make it. Thanks, Gio. I hope I do. It's a very hard road. It's a long one. It'll probably, if in the grand scheme of things I make it to 1 million subscribers, it'll probably be like 7 years from now, getting to that many subscribers, depending on how well you do. Because if you get a bunch of consistent views and watch time on a lot of videos, YouTube will keep promoting your stuff over and over and over again. That's why people like Linus Tech Tips does so well. They have absolutely fantastic viewership on their videos for them to be continuously promoted by the YouTube algorithm. My videos, however, on the other hand, are very long. I have a chill personality, so people don't stay very long because they're not as engaged, because it gets boring to listen to me over a long period of time if I just sound really chill and not super enthusiastic about things. And even when I do, it doesn't sound nearly as enticing as Linus does. So I have to shorten my videos, and I also have to make the videos more broad and open and more intriguing rather than just reviews. So I have to change the dynamic of my content a little bit. Did not know you have one. Yeah, I have one. I'm still learning how to use it. It's pretty hard for me. I don't know why. Batman builds a PC Verge satire. Oh my god. People, the problem with, I want to do more Batman videos, but people absolutely hate Batman. They're like, God, this channel is so good, but like the Batman's so annoying. I usually like your content, but Batman sucks. Like, this is cringy. Plans for CES? No, not currently. I might, I don't know. I would love to go to CES. I would love to establish some connections with companies, but I think it's pretty doubtful I'll be able to go to CES. I'll try to. If a company is willing to sponsor me to go out to CES, I won't have the money to go out there, unfortunately, unless I find a full-time job that's not YouTube. You're Batman, for crying out loud. I know, right? People should just accept it. I am who I am because it was meant to be that way. I'm back. Turned out I just had to make flag, which I already did, so I'm back. All right, Raiden, what's going on, man? What camera are you using? Right now I'm using the Logitech C920 or 30. I forget what it is. It's like a 1080p 60 FPS camera. I love it. It's fantastic. It's okay in low light performance. You need a lot of light to get that 60 FPS so you can get the smooth frame rates. You have the link so I can look up Discord? Yes, I do. It's actually in the description below if you guys want to check out Discord. It should be the first link in the description at the very top. B-Day week for me. I'll be there. Awesome, man. You're oh, wait. Las Vegas isn't too far from you, right? A couple hours away. Where for me, it's on the other side of the country. So you're going to be at CES? That's awesome, dude. Hopefully you can get some nice connections. Awesome. Glad you can hop in there, Josh. Yeah, I haven't seen anything in here. Awesome. We got some new people in here. Hey, Coalition's watching me on the widescreen. I mean, not in the widescreen. Oh, God, that's early 2000s. On the flat screen, that's also early 2000s. I don't know what's wrong with me. No tech YouTuber does Batman like you do. It's your thing now. I guess I should own it. A lot of people finding it annoying. Like the last Batman video I did, let's see, where is it? Was right over here. It does not have that many views, so people don't like seeing it. The dislike ratio is not that good. This was really cringy, but I liked it. Let's see. Please don't do Batman again. Disappointed. Oh wait, no, that's something else. This was the most annoying video I have ever watched, and usually I love your videos. Well, Kyle, don't click on the Batman videos. It's that simple. Yeah, a lot of people like it, but then there's just people that absolutely hate it, and I just hate bringing controversy in any form or fashion. So, that's the way it goes sometimes. Thoughts on building a new PC in an old Alienware case? Would I have any problems building a Ryzen? You might, if it didn't follow like normal form factors. I don't know because I haven't worked in an Alienware case before, but just be cautious with that. 3 to 4 hours, doubt I'll make any connections, but it'd be cool to check out the tech. I don't know, man. By early January, you could be close to 3,000 subscribers or so. It depends, of course. But even past 1,000 subscribers, you get a lot of offers for people to wanting to do things. Las Vegas, City of Sin. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Hey JD, want to join my Discord? Just asking. Sorry to advertise. Yeah, send me the link and I'll join in. I'm not that active on Discord, so I'll try. Make it yours, JD. Thank you, man. You're so encouraging, Gio. I always appreciate it. I'll try to own it because I get a little disheartened when people are like, "Oh, this sucks," and I'm like, "Man, you know how much time and work this takes." I think it could be a little add-ins in your videos. I do that sometimes. Like my budget mouse video, I did that. Keep making vids. Your channel's awesome. Keep it up for Coalition Gaming. Absolutely. Can't please them all. Exactly, Josh. I can't please them all, and I don't plan on. But you know, sometimes it's just like, do I want to bother? Haters have some work to do, don't they? They hate. Yeah, exactly. F them. Your Batman is spot on. I don't see Jay or Linus doing Batman. That'd be funny if they did. If they did, they would have to contact me for royalties. I love Batman. All right. Well, it seems like we have a good amount. Oculus versus Vive. Oh, Vive all the way. I don't like the Oculus Rift. The Vive is a much better experience in my opinion. Much smoother, much better. All around, I absolutely love the Vive. A lot. The Vive gives me life, man. Absolutely love it. Hold on. Let's see. Was there anything else I was going to talk about here? AMD? No. Okay. I don't think I have any other mentions or anything. So yeah, $850 build is going to be coming soon. Maybe around $700. Jay does a really good Arnold impression though. Oh, does he? Oh yes, he does. Let me see if I can do it. It's just like a bunch of grunting. It's just like, I built the PC and now oh my god. You don't understand. Get to the chopper now. No, get down. What are you doing? No, you don't understand. Get to the chopper. Oh my god, I'm spitting everywhere. This is terrible. I do a good FPS Russia. Oh yeah, he has a good Russian accent. I'm not gonna lie. Not that I know what a good Russian accent is, but he has a very convincing Russian accent, I should say. He's like, okay, today we're checking out the Vector gun. It takes 9mm bullets. I made it in time. LMAO, how's it going, bro? I'm back. What's going on, Charge Gaming? I sound like a gremlin. I don't know if I sound like a gremlin. They're a little bit more high-pitched. Get to the chopper. I don't know if that sounds like a gremlin. Jay's 2 cents really milked Post Malone. I don't know. I don't know if he did or not. I don't think he has that kind of intention because he has a whole bunch of videos he can make. But it does help him obviously to do that Post Malone stuff because it's very popular and hot and trendy. But you know, some channels milk that kind of stuff. I don't know if Jay does. He's a pretty real guy. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I don't know. I don't want to be annoying, but could you go a tad further in detail on why the Vive is better? No, man, you're not annoying. Trust me. You can ask all the questions you want. Seriously, I'm here for you guys. All right, the live streams are here for me to give back to you guys, and if you guys want to give back at all, that's perfectly fine. It's supposed to be a mutual relationship. The Oculus Rift was not. Let's see. I think it has a lower resolution. It doesn't work as smoothly. The controls are better with the HTC Vive, and overall a better experience. That's as in-depth as I can go because it's been a long time since I've been really into the VR stuff. FPS Russia was a lot of fun to watch. I'm not gonna lie. He went through some really tough times, and it made him leave YouTube, unfortunately. Put me on Discord. I'll give all my impressions. Do like a little gag reel for us to upload to YouTube. I'm in the process of moving right now. Oh yeah, I forgot that you're moving to somewhere new. But we'll be able to soon throw some bucks your way to support. Gio, you don't have to do that, man. Seriously. I really do appreciate it though, guys. You know, I was doing some numbers the other night, and I was calculating that I need to be at least doing somewhere around the neighborhood of 3 million views a month, and that comes in with sponsorship and also what is it called, affiliate links and stuff like that, all in conglomerate to be having something sustainable and to be making a decent income off of YouTube. Right now I make like 168,000 views a month. So I need at least 20 times the amount of views that I get to be making sustainable content or sustainable income from YouTube. It's doable, but it's going to be a long road if I can do that. It's a lot on me, and I really hope I can make that happen for you guys. 35K, wow, man, you came up a long way. Epic, man. Yeah, it is kind of a long way, isn't it? It feels slow now just because the channel is slowed down a lot from what it was previously. It was really growing, and then it just really slowed down, and but it's still growing, and you're still growing too, Josh. You're being really dedicated with those live streams, and I see a lot. Your viewership has gone up quite a bit actually, so that's awesome to see as well. Can you do a video on modding consoles or maybe homebrew ROMs? It's still tech and gaming. I might do that. Modding consoles was always something cool, like doing those J tags for like Modern Warfare 2 or something like that. That doesn't really count, but modding consoles would be pretty cool. Like if I took my old Xbox 360 arcade and like modded it, that'd be pretty neat. Let's see. It's all about the support to your viewers, and I want to help. Well, thank you, Gio. I really do appreciate that. And you do support a lot for like being in every single live stream that I've in, like Twitch as well, which I'm gonna be doing Twitch tomorrow, guys. If you want to be there, I'll be doing like gaming and stuff for you guys. It's gonna be really chill gaming. It's not gonna be anything like really intense. So if you just guys want to hang out and game, that's what I'm gonna be doing. 3 mil? Oh dang. I get like 3K a month. LOL. I made myself sad. No, man, don't worry. I mean, everyone's different. For me personally, I have to be making 3 million a month in terms of views to make it sustainable. It's just such a long road, but it'll get there eventually. Rufus Dog. Oh my gosh, what are you doing, man? Sending me $10. Thanks, man. I will send some money to him for you, Gio. Oh my gosh. Guys, if you don't know, Rufus Dog is another supporter of mine, and also on Patreon, so you guys have to shout out to Rufus Dog as well. You know, he's always been there for me since the early days, like Gio, like Josh, and yeah, seriously. Proud of you, man. I'm trying. Yeah, man. $10. Woo, epic, dude. Yeah, that is epic. Chice, I would watch that. Wait, which would you watch? I gotta know. Hi, bro. What's going on, Jacob? How you doing, man? Bates, what's going on, man? How you doing? Vive is better because the overall quality is just more suited for most people. Absolutely. The Oculus Rift is a less better experience and isn't getting as much support as the Vive, which has a lot of support and specs. Yes, and the Vive 2 is coming out, right? If I'm not mistaken. JD, I'll send you a tweet DM of my Twitter so I don't have to do it on here. We're here for JD. Ah, thanks, man. Dude, that sounds awesome. You should hella do gaming live streams as Batman. Your Batman review was better than Batman v Superman. Man, when Batman v Superman came out, I was so sad. I was like, I wanted the movie to be good so bad, but I was like, I don't know what's happening. There were some really good moments like here and there, but like, oh my gosh, like the Batman warehouse scene, I could do a whole Batman movie just like that. And I wish they did, but now Ben Affleck is out and Henry Cavill is out, and I don't know what DC is doing anymore. I'm so mad about that. That sent late. I don't even know why my Wi-Fi is trash at the moment. No problem, man. It's okay. Show your first vid. See what kind of difference. Oh gosh, you guys want to see my first video, or my first tech video, I should say. My first videos were like really crappy and deleted. Kermit the Frog and all that, Mickey Mouse, and that's about it. That's still a lot of impressions. Be fun, be Batman. Alright, I might do Batman for you guys. I will. I'll match Rufus Dog. Oh my gosh, Gio, man. You guys are too sweet to me. Seriously. Thank you guys. Oh, wow. Jacob, I do. Do it, you won't. Oh yeah, all right, fine. You guys want to see the first video? I'll show you guys the first video. It's hard for me to watch the first tech video. I need help. 1070, 1070 Ti or 1080 i5 8400, 1080p 144 hertz. All cost around 300, 400 in my area. Go on eBay, get a 1070 for like $240 or less. You'll get 1080p 144 hertz performance, like all across the board with that. I can do a mad Yoshi impression. Oh, I want to hear that. All our first videos are bad. They get better as we go. Yeah, I'm glad they did get better as we go. Oh, guys, look at this. This is a vlog that I never released. This is like a family vlog. I never even released that one. Would you get mad if I used my mom's credit card? Only if your mom wasn't okay with it. I wouldn't want your mom to be like, what the heck are you spending all your money on? Donating to this random guy over the internet. Thoughts on people clickbaiting? Personally, I feel like it's kind of shitty, but oh well. Yeah, it is. I don't really like clickbaiting. I find myself hard to do it. I don't see, like, I see some people in the tech space that do it. I don't really watch their content because it's like, really, like it just gets the clicks on there, and it's just like, oh man, this is crazy. But I don't like it. I don't do impressions. Yeah, impressions can be pretty scary. Oh, look at it. This is all my old gaming videos. All right, so this is the first tech video. You guys want to see the difference? Here it is. Oh, that's as far as I can go, guys. 5 seconds. I don't know if I can last that long. Oh God, this is so hard to watch. Little fun fact for you guys, I made this song for this intro. Intro's too long. Light's terrible. Why is the mic behind me? Why is the mic behind me? Guys, the mic is supposed to be in front of you, you idiot. It's behind me. Why did I put the mic behind me? That sounds so bad. That's not how sound works. Oh, this is so hard to watch. Look at the lighting. I'm talking about a Velcro strap. Like, who cares? It's a Velcro strap. Oh my God. I can't watch this, guys. I think this is really hard for me. All right, fine. God. Oh, it's hard. It's hard. It's really hard for me right now, guys. It's a Velcro strap. Of course it works well. Oh, look at that B-roll. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Guys, I made a 6-minute video about Velcro straps. I challenge you to make a longer video about Velcro straps. Oh wait, audio isn't coming through browser. Wait a minute. Desktop audio. Properties. This is what it sounds like.
Perfect balance in between.
Rufus Dog, you gave me another $10. Oh my gosh, dude, thank you.
Okay? It gave you nice long strands
If
here.
PayPal wanted to cooperate, I would match GeoSam. Oh my gosh, you guys are too nice to me. The first one's always bad. I know. No cringe, bro. You got this. I'm trying really hard. Not many tech people do it, but Street Speed 717 does it every video, then changes his title the next day. Oh, that's interesting. Changes the title the next. That messes with like the meta data with the video. That can actually hurt views. I don't know. Oh, jeez. That intro is very Fortnite-y. I know. Oh my gosh. See you, JD. Got to do some IMP work. All right, man. I'll catch you later. Thanks for being here. LMO, quality content back then. Oh yeah. You guys don't know how much, like, ugh. The first one is always bad. I know. I've seen my old stuff. Shouldn't you be sleeping? Yes, I should, but I won't be sleeping for a while. It takes a special talent and daring to do impressions. It does. It is daring to do impressions because you're trying to mimic someone. Audio isn't coming through browser. Hopefully it does now. Do you play any MMO games? Not really. The closest thing to an MMO game I really played was like Injustice. But that doesn't really count, does it? How much have I missed? Cohen, what's going on, man? Maybe a little bit, but not too much. We're just looking at old videos now, so it's really hard to watch. Dude, your video is better than Luke's. Linus, oh yeah, that video was harsh, but that was like 2009, so I mean, you gotta give him some slack, right? Your dog, Rufus, exactly. Cringe intended, absolutely. Josh, man, you didn't have to do that. Thanks, dude. Thanks, man. Don't feel bad. First tech vid I had up was shot on a Galaxy S7. That actually has a decent camera. And stuck with it, even adding external mic and lighting and stuff. That's awesome. This isn't that bad. Could have been a lot worse. Could have been a 10-minute video on how to update your BIOS. That would have been way more informative than talking about a cable
Decent
management.
strands, and even if they were too long, you can still wrap them over and wrap them over. And they're not too long that you can't use them in your PC or something like that. But they are long enough to wrap it around objects in case you have a bunch of cables, whether you need it around a certain post on your desk or something. It makes it very handy and very easy to use. Also, they're not too thick. So
okay, that's great.
Now it is basic, and you might be asking, why the heck am I reviewing such a thing that doesn't cost a lot of money, that's pretty simple and that everybody might know about? Well, the thing is, many people might not know how to. The thing is, with cable management, it almost induces some sort of creativity to how you're going to hide all your cables. I'm saying this is a great starting ground to giving your cable foundation a start. This is to help people. And for those of you that are out there that need a little boost of an idea of where you can start with cable management, there you go. And it's a cheap alternative. You don't have to just throw all your stuff in a cable box or one of those runways or anything like that. I want to post more stuff like this on my channel. Obviously. But for people who are doing out there, these kind of can give them a little bit more in the start. This is to help.
Oh yeah, let's see. Oh, look at this. I did a little B-roll montage.
I want to show you guys my setup as well.
Look at this, guys. I did B-roll montage of cable management for Velcro straps. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Look at that smooth B-roll. Okay, I can't do it. I can't. I'm losing my mind. I'm sweating. I'm breaking out in a sweat. I can't do it, guys. But cable management is key. Can you look this case up and tell me what you think? Alienware style mint PC gaming tower computer case. I will in just a second. This was I don't know much about it, honestly. I've seen this case before, but I don't know much about it. That's the only problem, is like I'm not familiar with them, so I can't really make a recommendation. If I haven't worked in it, I can't really, B-roll. My B-roll was crap too. Hey man, we all gotta start somewhere. For a video, good on you, bro. Yeah, it really did just come to me. I was like, all right, I'm gonna make a video, and I had no intentions of making PC hardware like review channels, because I was like, no way are people actually gonna send me stuff that's in PC hardware. This is hilarious. I know, when you get the worst topic to write a creative essay on, here, write a video on. It's so redundant and it's just terrible. That B-roll is such cringe. Update that video, dude. That would be like a Verge video. Batman versus Velcro review. Oh, you guys are giving me too many video ideas. I'm just gonna go off the hinge with this Batman idea. It's because it looks very Fallout-ish. Oh yeah, that's true. It does look Fallout-ish. Like if you could do like a rustic paint job on top of it too, you can do like something kind of like a retro, rustic, or rusty type of theme. Is it as bad as the other video called i3 8100 plus the 980 Ti? JD, your videos are great. Keep up. I would be like, wow, that's kind of backwards. Why do we all use Velcro the same way you did back then? I don't know. Is Velcro meant to be used a different way? I don't even know. I feel you, man. First videos are bad. They really are. All right, so let's boost up a little bit more down the line. All right, let's I don't know. Look at this video.
There's my awesome knife.
Look at this lighting.
That's where it is.
Absolutely horrible lighting. I tried to contact Thermaltake so many times. They have not replied. They have never replied to me.
Logo. Oh, they gave you like a little protective rubber thing.
Protective rubber thing. Okay.
Can go a long way. And there's
oh my
RGBs
god,
on the top.
that was cringy.
Over here. That's why it has like.
That's enough of that. Oh my god. And like, look at my first build video. Look how bad this is. I mean, it's not terrible, but I tried to make it good. And then, all right, we'll boost up a little bit more. This is where the quality actually really changed.
For the perfect budget case that fits the
where it's all B-roll.
inside, since
I got my new thingy in, my new pan, like my new tripod head,
covering the entire surface of the basement cover.
And then we get into something like this. All right, you guys ready for this?
And will be capable of 1440p.
We have color grading. We have smooth transitions, nice slow movements, proper looking hardware and video, very well sized up, much better audio, clarity, all that sort of stuff. Oh, thank God that's over. All right, now we can move on from my old videos. Protective rubber thing. Okay, JD. Gonna try using fuzzy handcuffs for wire management. Oh my gosh. Oh, Chris. Oh. Who is your favorite song artist? I don't know. There's so many. Like, it depends on the genre. Like for rap, I think you know, there's many talented artists in rap. One of them is like NF and Eminem, fantastic lyricists, as well as KV. He's very good. And then if we're talking like EDM, you know, there's so many like Ricky Remedy and Prismo, and they're really good. Well, you sold me off to Amazon to cop those Velcro straps. Hey man, I'm glad I could sell you on some Velcro straps. Any noticeable pros and cons with your Asus Strix B350F? Not really. I mean, you know, it's like $100 motherboard, so it's really just it's a good all-arounder. There's not really too many cons with it. Maybe memory support, and that's really about it. Videos approved. I know, trust me. Thanks, man. That's why it's called the beginning. You had to start somewhere. Exactly. We all start somewhere, and you know, we can only get so far without starting from somewhere. That's the only way. Continually trying to boost the quality for you guys. It gets hard because like if I want to boost the performance now or the quality of my videos, I need to be spending so much more money on camera equipment, like thousands of dollars that I don't have because I've already spent thousands of dollars on camera equipment. So it's like, yeah, I can't do that. You got a Hardee's or a Carl's Jr.? Do we have a Hardee's? We don't have a Carl's Jr. I think we do have a Hardee's somewhere, not like an hour away from me. Tell you what, we got Moe's. I love Moe's. And Wendy's. I've been really craving Wendy's lately. All their food has been much better after they switched over to non-frozen. I seen my old stuff. I was like, wow, WTF, man. I know, right? Works for Batman, works for me. NASA does use super glue on their shuttles. And if NASA's going to use super glue, we might as well use Velcro straps. I can get one for $60. Would it be worth it? Are you planning on modding it? Because I don't know, because I don't know the market for Alienware, Alienware type of PC cases, but it does seem very Fallout like just like the smooth round edges and stuff like that. It seems very much like that. If that's the look you're going for, then I would just try it, man. This one's $10 though, so I don't see why you should have to spend $60 on one. When Velcro shoes used to be a thing when you were like 6 or 5, dude, those are my favorite. I was like, man, I don't have to tie these. I don't have to worry about them untying. They are the best. Never heard of Moe's? What? Well, it is a southeastern thing, I think. Moe's is fantastic. It's like Chipotle, but I like it better than Chipotle. Chipotle's healthier or whatever, but Moe's tastes better, in my opinion. My videos were so bad that I said yeet and unlisted all of them. Dude, I did the same thing. You guys don't even know. Like, all right, you want to see something? I don't usually show this to anyone, but yeah, all these are private right here. These are all my gaming videos. This was back when my channel used to be gaming videos. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. I mean the B350F. Yes, the B350F motherboard was the one I was talking about. Do I need at least a 600 watt power supply for GTX 1080 and a Ryzen 5 2600? I would say so. 600 or 650 should be fine for you. Have you seen Ring of Elysium? Its new PUBG game runs great graphics now. No, I haven't. I'll have to check that out. Look up HB Voodoo Blackbird. Interesting case. That sounds like an interesting case. Let's see. Let's see. I'm trying to copy this. All right. Oh, wow. Oh, that is not a large picture. Wow, that is a weird looking case. Looks like it was made from like the 90s. So I'm going to mod it. Yeah, if you're modding it, then, you know, I think you'll get good use out of it. I wish we had Moe's in California. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Moe's isn't out there. You guys have In-N-Out Burger, though, so I'm jealous for you for that. So it's like, can we trade for a little bit? I tied all my self-sleeved PC cables with thread to keep it in place. Velcro never came to mind. Really? Oh, man. I can't believe you did that. That's a lot of work, man. Let's see that Happy Wheels vid. All right, you guys want to see the Happy Wheels vid? Let me know. You still alive? Yeah, man, I'm still here. No, I mean, I can get the B350F for $60. Would that be worth it? Sorry, I should be more clear with my messages. No, it's all right. Yeah, that's great. That's a great price. As long as everything's in working condition. I'm guessing that's a used price. B350F motherboard's a great board, especially for $60. I wish we had good food here in Iowa. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, you have that. Come to California, JD. I might come to California for like CES when I'm in Vegas or something. If I do that, I don't know. We'll see. In-N-Out Farmer Boys for the win, and Bakers, dude. I would love some In-N-Out Burger right now. Oh my gosh, don't even get me started. All right, so you guys want to see the Happy Wheels vid? Is that a yes or no? It's about time YouTube for Android in dark mode. Dark mode is nice at night. I did a project on In-N-Out. Got in trouble by a teacher. Why? You were doing a legitimate thing with a legitimate franchise. Why would you get in trouble for that? Come out here and I'll take you out. Well, thank you, Josh. I appreciate that. I'll see if I can make it over to California. Bye. Gotta go. Keep up the great work. Thanks, Raiden. Thanks for joining in on the stream. Yes, we want Happy Wheels. Okay. We're not gonna watch the whole video, but we'll watch them. Oh my god. That intro is so 2010. This is me and Brock, by the way.
Oh, is that how it goes?
Hello and welcome. We are here.
2015,
this is,
guys.
JD, and this is VadeFac.
Hi.
And we're gonna be playing Happy Wheels today.
Yes.
It hurts.
God.
Okay. No, I got it.
Just be careful.
Gotta jump it.
Careful.
It's only uranium.
This one's actually
It's not gonna be
mildly
harmful.
entertaining.
I can't get up.
There
Okay,
you go. There you go.
Got it.
You got that Viagra swag on.
Yeah. Oh.
What?
What's going on? Is it like a teleporter?
That's what I was thinking.
Oh, I lost my leg.
You lost the other one?
Yeah. They call me Nubsy. That's my nickname.
Whoa, what the heck?
We're falling through space and time.
Wow, this is intense.
Ah, we went back and oh wait, oh yeah, I'm stuck. Oh, okay.
Wow, look at you go.
I have the grip strength of a champion.
Oh my god.
Okay.
You're like Supermaning this.
I know.
Thank God you found me. I've been stuck in this.
Oh God!
Wow.
Wow, that was very loud. Except you can't hear it.
I know. I can't.
I'll
just
let
hear
you know it was very. Okay, here we go.
Thank you.
No, this is a very, very easy level, isn't it? Yeah. Oh God!
Yeah,
No!
easy level.
Oh no!
Easy level my
Easy
ass.
level.
Suck on that.
Oh God! Oh God! My head! Wait,
Oh, wait, we got the mouse on the screen there. Still purple.
It looks like a penis.
God,
And
this
I'm
game is
still-
old. Yes, it is.
Alright, let's not blow up my
What?
legs this time.
Yeah.
This is me playing
Nice,
now,
you
not
got it.
Brock.
Gotta make the sound.
There we go. Ah, my
This is the hardest part of the whole level right here. Oh yeah, do the flip.
shit!
Well, okay, I don't hit escape. I hit menu this time.
Alright.
And restart. You wanna go?
Ah, you can go. Maybe not.
Should be a little more clear, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, I
second
got
chance.
this. I got this.
Alright. I've never seen someone pop a wheelie on a track.
Oh, God.
Oh my god!
Where'd I go?
Oh god.
Alright, so you wanna go?
Yeah, I guess I'll try.
Alright, you gotta go now. Aren't we all?
What? You're on the moon.
Fair. Yeah.
Oh my
I don't know what's
gosh.
going on right now.
I'm just.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm good.
the kid lost his arm.
He's fine. It's a flesh wound.
Go back, go back, go back.
Oh God.
Oh, you suck.
Oh,
And you're putting your ass in his face. You
Smell
smell
it.
that.
Smell it.
Smell it. Does that smell?
Oh,
Oh, Dad.
get that away
Oh,
from
God.
me.
What is
Oh,
going on? He's going crazy. Oh, God.
I can't. Oh, I'm trying to push him off. Push.
Get the hell off me.
Ah,
Oh,
Oh my
God.
god.
that was a good one.
I don't want your weird bug.
I don't. I can't. I can't. Oh,
Eject.
okay.
Eject.
I'm holding on to it.
That's right. Get him.
I'm
Rock him
trying.
good. Rock him real good.
Trying to pull it out.
He'll never stick his ass in your face again.
Ah.
Come on.
Oh.
Bitch.
There we go. All right, now I gotta get back on the bike.
Applesauce.
I got
Come
it.
on. Come on, you got this.
I'm throwing my arm lasso
I like
at
how you
it.
sacrifice your dad to the bike gods.
Okay. I'm
I
holding
don't know
on.
how that happened. Come on.
I just have
gotta
to do strings.
throw that thing over the thing.
I'm throwing my
You
arm.
and Brock are funny
Lasso
together.
my
Do
arm
more.
around.
We
I
definitely
can't
will
do
be.
it.
God. Lasso.
When we
I lost.
gaming on
I lost
Twitch
an arm.
tomorrow.
I
We'll be
don't
doing
think I
that.
can do it.
You're going more backwards.
Mr.
than you are
Clyburn, what's going on,
forwards.
man?
I don't
How you
know
doing?
what's making you move backwards, but I feel like there's a weird demon possessing the father right
yeah,
now.
I think
Well, it looks
so.
like he's jerking off. Is he jerking off?
I think so.
He's jerking off.
Now I have 2 axes in him.
Oh, that.
Sometimes
I
it's
hear it.
perfectly
I hear
quiet, right?
Okay. What?
Then it's like,
Okay, that's alright. That's alright. Come on.
all right.
I got the.
Oh, you're.
I
Oh,
broke
watch
my
it!
arm.
Watch it!
I broke my
Oh.
arm on fat air.
That was a close one.
God, how'd I break my arm? I'm gonna attack you.
Do it. Oh yeah, I think they are full.
That's alright, we're still good.
Yeah. Oh, you're on ice now. Ah!
What are we watching? We're watching an old video of mine that I set to private a long time ago. This is what my channel used to be. Was doing gaming and stuff like that. This is ridiculous.
Oh
Jesus.
God. Apparently there's missiles.
I don't know how a red tent will do that.
More try.
Alright,
I'm calling it. We can't beat it.
slow and steady. You'll never see me coming. Suck my pitchfork, bitch. Oh, I don't even need that.
That airtime, man.
Shouldn't have been there. That was your fault, not mine.
Yep.
Come
Come on. Come on.
Yeah, suck on
Oh.
that.
Oh.
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 I was too rough for him.
Come on. You gotta jump over it.
uh,
Come on. Speed. You gotta get speed.
I'm getting speed. I'm gonna crawl up his back and give.
Oh man, this is a long time ago, man.
One. Grab space. Grab it. Space. Gotta put your arms on it. Gotta put your hand on it.
All right.
And now go.
Charge, bitch.
Charge.
I'm a bitch.
Oh.
I'm a beast. I'm a beast.
Oh.
Fuck you. I'm still.
This is so
Oh,
old, man. This is back in the day, guys. Toby Games nostalgia, really? maybe this was back in the day. This is big. It's none of my business, but do companies send you hardware to review sometimes? Yeah, absolutely. I kind of prefer it that way because it would be really expensive to buy the hardware every single time just to review it and then try to sell it back to, you know, because you just don't make that kind of return on investment. But yeah, companies usually send the product and then you review it and then you keep the product, which makes sense because the amount of level or the amount of work and effort that you put into those videos are like equivalent, depending on the creator, of course, of what the product costs, and sometimes way more. Jack Septic Eye nostalgia. Oh man, that was a long time too. It's been a while since I've like seen any of those videos, but that was back in the day, man. That was a long time ago. I used to do like GTA 5 and all this other stuff, like funny moments like Speedy used to do and Vanoss and all those guys, and I was like, yeah, I could be like those guys, can't I? No. Maybe one day, but you know, I didn't feel like doing it. But some products they want you to send back, right? Sometimes I haven't had that happen with me particularly. They usually just let me keep it, which makes sense because then the product gets to be used in multiple videos. Very rarely does a product ever have to be sent back. I haven't had any experiences like that. Because it's like, how would you be able to do like long-term reviews and stuff like that? You know, it'd be hard to do that. Raiden, what's going on, man? You're back. How would someone starting out in the tech field progress in YouTube without having to buy hardware, considering the new GPUs are like $1,300? You have to buy the hardware. That's why running a PC hardware channel is like really difficult. You have to put a lot of money down. I've probably spent $10,000 on this channel already, probably more. I lost count at this point. But it's difficult. You do have to buy a lot of the hardware, and a lot of companies don't get back to you. So you start out with small items like gaming mouses and keyboards and stuff like that are cheap, that you don't have to spend so much money on. You can keep progressing with. But when you want to get into like motherboards and CPUs and stuff, you have to lay down that money and you have to be okay with that. And it's like, it's hard. It's not easy. Gabriel, what's going on, man? And also used hardware, yeah. You have any thoughts about the tech YouTuber Carrie Holzman? I don't know who that is. Why do you ask? Just out of curiosity. I like your chair. Yeah, they let you keep it, most likely. Yeah. Thanks, man. Yeah, this chair is fantastic. I use it all the time. I sit in it for hours in a day, and it's more comfortable than my bed. I sometimes sleep on my chair over my bed. If you guys are interested in the chair that I'm using, it's $1,400, by the way. So it's definitely, it's handcrafted, and it's meant to be able to be sitting in for like 8 hours at a time without feeling discomfort. So it's a really nice chair. But I have the review over here if you guys are wondering. I bought 8 gigs of 2400 GDR4 RAM. They don't sell that stick anymore. Can I buy another 8 gig kit? And it will be compatible. It will be hard because you'll probably get crashes and blue screens and stuff like that. It'll run, but it'll crash a lot. So you might have to buy just all new RAM altogether if you can't find that kit again. Doesn't have to be the exact same kit, but it has to be by the same brand and the same timings. Yeah, you have to spend a little and make kind of sucks. Yeah, you have to spend a lot, make a little. But to be honest, you could get a bunch of budget hardware to do vids on, build PCs with them, and sell them for profit and turn them around and reinvest them to rinse repeat. Yes, absolutely, you can do that. It's just hard to get into the space of doing reviews. Let's say if you want to do GPU reviews down the road, if you're only covering budget hardware, they won't see you as a source or a resource for people to come to for GPU reviews, and they won't consider you for it. And you know, so you have to direct your content in a, you know, you have to walk on that line between, you know, using used hardware, cheap hardware, and just straight up expensive hardware, so that you can appeal to all audiences and have a portfolio that you can show to businesses and companies that you can actually make comprehensive reviews on these. Cohen, what's going on, man? I've always wondered if people buy stuff from stores, review it, and return it. I've considered doing that, but I usually just keep it. I don't like how Carrie has started belittling his viewers a lot more frequently as of late. I don't know who this Carrie person is. Is an actual computer tech. Oh, that's interesting. He's what got me into building PCs. He sounds like he's been around for a while. Dang, I want one of those chairs. Yeah. So this was from going to E3 and setting up connections, and I talked with the CEO, the owner of the company. She is really cool, and she's like really down to earth, and she like fully explained why this chair is the way it is and stuff like that. And there was a bunch of different chairs at E3. You know, there was DX Racer, Ewin, all these other chairs, and you know, they're all based off the same frame and stuff like that, and that's fine. And then I went past this booth that had these chairs, and I was like, wait a minute, something's different about these. These actually look like a good quality chair. And I sat in it, and I was like, oh my god, I want one. This is amazing. You know, so yeah, definitely something of a worthy investment if you plan on, you know, sitting a lot at the desk for work or whatever. Because then it comes down to your health, and that's always important. You can go with like used Herman Miller or Steelcase chairs, and that's also a good alternative. But I absolutely love this chair, so I don't know. Everything it's unique in its own way too. Do I get a GTX 1080 with an i5 2400 and 8 gigs of DDR3, or GTX 1060 with 6 gigabytes, or with 3 fans with an i5 6600K? Probably go with the 1060 right now with the 6600K, because you're on the DDR4 platform, and then you know, you can always upgrade the 1060 later on to something else. It's been my job for ages now. That's right. Chris is a computer tech guy. I am unofficially. I don't have any official jobs in that. I'm assuming tech channels grow a lot faster than gaming channels, though, if you're willing to drop the money on them. Exactly. You have to drop the money on them. Or you could do all budget hardware, but then you don't get review items and stuff like that, because then all your content's just budget hardware or like used hardware, and then companies will be like, well, you know, it wouldn't be suitable for your viewers. Do you watch Raccoon Eggs? I do not. Oh snap, it's Bruce Wayne. What's going on, Pika Wubs? It's been a minute since I've seen you, man. How you doing? I bought a GTX 1050 Ti when I played CSGO. I only get 190 FPS. Why? CSGO is more in the CPU than it is the GPU. So that could be something. If you're using a low-end CPU, that could be something. Yeah, exactly, Rufus Dog. i3. What kind of i3? Another tactic I think works well is doing build videos and part reviews for other people's stuff. I've done builds for friends and customers and featured them. Yeah, exactly. So if you guys want to, and you want me to build a computer on the channel, you know, we'll source the parts together. We'll put the stuff together. You'll buy the parts, and then you can send it to me, and I can build the computer for you and actually make a video on it. And you know, we can always go that route as well, and that's always a good alternative as well. He makes like old school tech videos. All right, I'll have to check him out. I like those old school tech videos as well. All of Carrie vids are like 1 hour long. Wow, I guess people really do like watch that hour long. He has to have like a really interesting personality, I guess. I do IT support, but computer technician is my title. Right. Yeah, I could do IT support, but no one wants to hire. Is Senor still enjoying the PC you built him? Absolutely. He's always wanting the game now, so it's awesome. It puts a smile on my face, honestly. I sold the mini GTX. Well, that's good because the single fan GPUs get really hot. Could you do budget hardware, then later, after you started to make a little money, switch it over to better products to review? You could do a line between both. That's what I've been trying to do and balance it. But you can definitely work with budget hardware to start off and then try to work your way up. You can always do that. Absolutely. Is a B450 MSI Bazooka a really good OC board? You know, it could be okay. You probably want to go with a 370, X370 or X470 for really good OCs. When are you going to build me a server? Ladies and gentlemen, we have Brock in the chat. I repeat, we have Brock in the chat. That's VadeFac over there. What's going on, man? Yeah, we're supposedly going to do a couple of crazy videos together that we have planned out. So it's not going to be like Linus content. It's just going to be our content because we just joke around with each other all the time. We don't really care if we... Well, we would care if we break some hardware, but it won't be the end of the world. Also, would it be better to use a channel that's already made, such as like an old gaming channel, or would it be better to start out fresh with a new channel? It can go either way. I was originally a gaming channel and then switched over later on, so that worked for me so far. You know, it can go either way. The Yes Man does both. Yes, he does. Brian does do both, so he does very well for himself. You know, it depends. But companies will look at your viewership and say, you know, our product won't be suitable for your viewers and stuff like that. Jay's 2 cents is an example of that with the whole entire 2990 WX CPUs and stuff like that. What's your thoughts on VR? I don't know. A lot of stuff hasn't really gone through on VR. You know, it's kind of hard to have thoughts on. I love VR. I think it's absolutely fantastic. I think it's the future of gaming, or at least one of the potential futures of gaming. I don't know if it's going to take off, really. Anyone else brushing teeth right now? I was asking because I bought a Cooler Master Q300L, and I'm looking for a micro ATX X370. There should be a couple of those for X370 micro ATX boards. I don't mean the prom for Carrie, but if you haven't seen his videos, I suggest you check him out. Yeah, I'll definitely have to check him out for sure. There's always good tech channels around, you know, so many different things to go in different directions. It's awesome. By the way, 5 weeks in, college is hard. Oh, man. What major are you doing? College is hard. Brock is here? Yeah, Brock is here. He might be under the name VadeFac. I'm back. What's going on, Josh Tech Gamer? What is going on, guys? So glad to have you right here. I'm eating mashed potatoes, so I'm not brushing my teeth. I wouldn't expect you to eat or brush your teeth while eating mashed potatoes. That would be interesting. I can't believe we have 19 viewers right now, and we're just chilling in chat. So if you guys are here, feel free to talk in chat. Seriously. My mom loved my Vive the second she tried it, and then she spent $1,200 on a new PC parts and a Vive. I have a cool mom. Seriously, what the heck? My mom would be like, "Oh, this is stupid." That's awesome. I have a great PC, but terrible TV and a 6-year-old mouse and keyboard from Microsoft. Yeah, I would definitely update your peripherals. I would recommend something like Bloody for your keyboard if you want like the best of the best. Cube Boy, what's going on, man? How you doing? Cybersecurity, so I have to take computer science and calculus, right? Nice, man. Cybersecurity is kind of fun. I did computational science, so I had to take all those calculus classes 1, 2, and 3. I didn't know there was a calculus 3, but it's like all derivatives in a 3-dimensional plane. It's just ridiculous. And then a bunch of programming classes. I love that mini ITX build, dude. I love that too. It was so much fun to build in that, and I loved mini ITX form factor. Do you think a Ryzen 2600, 16 gigs of RAM, and an RX 580 would be good for streaming and gaming? Absolutely. Yeah, that would be a great combo, actually. Great, man. Like the live streams. Thanks, man. I hope like the live streams are actually like fun for people. And they said Python was one of the easier languages. I haven't worked with Python that much, actually. I've mainly worked with Java, C++, and HTML5 with CSS. And a little bit of C#. Oh, and XML. And a couple other things I can't even remember off the top of my head. She's going to disappear into the VR chat like Brian D's mom on VG. That's funny. Mom started playing VR chat just now. Did you see that newer Strix B450F is on sale at the moment for $129? I haven't really been keeping up with the new Ryzen motherboards. I don't know. It's just like you can already get all the same features on the previous gen of boards. So, I mean, you could go either way. I mean, you know. My mom still calls my monitor a PC. Oh, yeah. My mom will look at a PC case and call it the PC. Studying C++ currently. Yeah, I like C++ a lot. Those are one of my favorite languages. JD, if you ever seen VGHS, my channel partner and guy who does the super sexy edits for her vids, he worked on VGHS, mainly motion tracking and VFX cleanup and After Effects and such, and also a PA. Wow, that's awesome. That's really awesome. He was able to get that in there. Be able to work with VGHS. Do you want to see the difference before I got the PC and after? I spent 2 hours just doing cable management. Yeah, send it to me on Twitter. Those calculus classes are very basic in India. Yeah, they can be very basic in other places. What I really didn't like was like linear algebra. No, not linear algebra. I forget what the name of it. What was it, Brock? What was the name of that class that we had with Dr. Sanders? And it was like 4 of us. I forget what it was, but it was a bunch of hieroglyphics on the board. I couldn't even remember. Humongous. Can I ask a quick question? Of course you can, man. Go for it. Yeah. Chris is here for encouragement. Just go for it. Just do it. Discrete mathematics. I didn't do discrete mathematics, actually. My grandma still calls anything that looks strange a Pikachu. Oh, that's funny. And adorable at the same time. Linear algebra. So it was linear algebra. Yeah, I did not like linear algebra. Bunch of hieroglyphics on the board and matrices, and matrices are easy by themselves, but the way we were doing that was just, I don't know. It was like algebraic equations with matrices within the equation, and it was just weird. My mom thinks a PC is some kind of European cuisine. Oh my gosh. I sent it on Discord because I don't use Twitter. All right. Hey JD, Josh, what's going on? Oh, we got a bunch of people in here. Oh wait, I'm on my. Send it in the main chat because I don't have I'm on my other account, so I don't have access to my personal messages or anything like that. What do you guys think about mathematical induction? I haven't worked with mathematical induction. It sucks. My mom still doesn't know what a gigabyte is called. Oh, jeez. Discord link, please. Discord is in the description, at the very top of the description, if you guys are wondering. My mom thinks that a PC does not work without a GPU. Well, you know, in some cases she wouldn't be wrong. Okay, so the thing is just about an average laptop for school, and I was thinking it was a decent, at least if it could run something like Fallout 3. It's an HP 14AX020WM. That is hard to say. I don't know much about that laptop, I'll be honest. 5 apps updated. Okay. What camera do you use to record your reviews? I use the Panasonic G7. All my like camera equipment's in the description. I have a kit. And Wolfie Comeback. What up? It's Cube Boy. What's going on, Cube Boy? It's in the Discord chat. Yeah, if you guys are interested in what kind of camera and studio equipment I use, I have it right here. My studio gear right here. And it has all my stuff right up here. I want to get a lens, but it's as much as my camera. I know nothing about PCs, to be honest. Oh, really? Well, you know, I could do an introductory video for you if you want. Still waiting for video game college. Yeah, me too, man. But it's like, they'll never make that. It's too fun. It's very inductive. I can't send pictures on the chat. You should be able to. I've seen other people do it. I mean, you could. I wouldn't know how else to do it. Use kit lens. I do sometimes for wider shots, and then for like the really nice close-up shots, I use a tight lens, tight frame lens. Oh, no one can send pictures in the chat. Well, I did not know that. Good beginner camera? Yeah, I would say the G7 is a great beginner camera. My mom thinks PC is a date. Oh gosh. For photos and videos, yeah. G7, G85 are great cameras all around. Absolutely. I didn't know you guys can not send that stuff in here. Oh well, I'm sorry guys. I don't know what to do. You can send it to my Twitter. I really love how much work and effort you put into your videos and builds. Thanks, man. I try to put a lot of effort into them so people can find them helpful. No nonsense, no fluff kind of stuff. Have you ever heard of the company No Compromise Gaming? It's a great, company that finances gaming laptops. It really helps for people who can't save a bulk amount of money. Oh, that's awesome. I did not know about that. Thanks for all your answers. Go to sleep now. Good night. All right, man. Have a good night. My mom thinks PC is a car. Oh, gosh. Only mods can add links. That's true. I thought that was it. Can we get memes text chat? We like memes. Hey, Brock, can you set up a text chat or like a chat for sending pictures and stuff like that? Could help cost down but bring camera performance up. Yeah, I still don't know much about cameras, but Sigma lenses are pretty good. The right ones aren't for Panasonic though that I'm looking at. You need an adapter ring and then you lose quality with the adapter ring, so they're really meant for like Sony and Canon, those bigger Sigma lenses. That's the only problem. Is an offside 6600 a good gaming CPU? Yeah, absolutely. Can I get a rank on Discord? Ranks on the Discord only go to Patreon members. So like Rita and where is it? Rufus Dog over here. He is a tech Spartan, right? Everyone's classified or ranked as a tech junkie, but he's a tech Spartan because he's on Patreon. So he gets exclusive videos like unboxings and stuff like that, and that I do and whatnot. But that's where the ranks go. Okay, thanks. I mostly bought it for school, so I was curious. Sorry if my English is bad. I'm from Costa Rica. No worries, man. English is not an easy language. Nah, man, the Viltrox EFM 2-speed booster adapter totally helps. It adds one full stop, too. Huh, that's interesting. I'll have to look into that. My mom thought Microsoft was a hand lotion. I could totally see that, too. Oh, my gosh. What's your next video? Give us a hint. You know, I'm still deciding that. And Brock and I today were actually talking about some of the new videos that are coming out. There is a one-handed challenge coming in, and that sounds really wrong. Okay. Where do I go from here? I don't. It's a PC build challenge. There's that coming. I do have a review for a mini ITX case. That's really cool. It's just such a cool little case, and it's like a little mini display case. It's so cool. Think of like a really fancy looking regular size PC shrunken down, and it looks like that. It's a really cool case. Razer versus Corsair for mouse, keyboard, and headsets. Yeah. It goes back and forth. I mean, Razer has a optical keyboard. My preference goes to Bloody, just because the Bloody keyboards are like top-notch quality, and Razer actually borrowed the technology from Bloody into their new high-end board. So that just shows you how much of a pioneer Bloody is. So I'm really biased towards Bloody keyboards because they are just absolutely stellar quality, and they make fantastic boards. They really do. So if you're going to spend like $100 plus, I would just go with Bloody keyboards, honestly. But, I mean, Corsair, don't get me wrong, Corsair and Razer both make good keyboards on their own right. But people say, you know, Razer's just terrible. So what do I know? Custom Batman build PC. I might do that, actually. I might. My mom thought Ryzen was a type of new drug. Yeah, yo, man, I'm taking that new Ryzen. You know what I mean? Check out the post I picked. Shot my G7 plus adapter plus Canon lens. This is it? Oh, nice. Look at that nice blurry background. That's awesome. It does look good. But most adapter lenses are like $400. At least the good ones are. Unedited shot. Oh, man. Is there... Is that anything like the two-fisted challenge? I hope not. You and Zach's Tech Turf should collaborate. Yeah, we're going to probably work on a collaboration soon. We had one in the works earlier, but it kind of fell through because I had a whole entire motherboard situation and just went to crap. But we might work on one soon. I don't know. It's kind of hard because we kind of do different content. But we kind of do similar content, but kind of different. But we'll see if we can put something together for you guys. I love Zach, though. Great guy. I sent the pics on the other account. Ryzen is a drug. Not able to hear you. I'm in class. Dark Zone, man. You don't have to watch me. I'm in class. I'll be like, hey, what's going on, guys? Everyone in the class, what's going on? Study is important. All right, Brock enabled pictures for everyone to be able to send through chat. So, you know, go crazy. Studying is important. I paid $141 for mine. The lens was kind of pricey, but that 25% off eBay deal got me that Sigma 18 to 35. Oh, that's the one that Dimitri uses for $550. That's a great lens. The lens I'm looking at right now is very, very nice lens, and it's not too bad. It's $550. It's a Leisha lens. It's not a full Leisha lens because a true Leisha lens is like a couple $1,000s. But the lens I'm looking at is really nice. But the 18 to 35 for $550 is still really good. Would you ever consider bringing back Junkyard Wars series like Linus had? I really enjoyed those, and I hate that he does not do them anymore. Well, he still does them, kind of. I don't want to steal like his series though. I might have like a twist of a series. We might do like you know, $100 build off challenge or something like that, which is essentially the same thing but name it a little differently. Sister did Bloody Mary part wireless mouse and keyboard up to her computer and use a wireless camera to see her reaction. That was hilarious. Sister did Bloody Mary part wireless mouse and oh yeah, I know what you mean. BRB. I sent the pics over chat. It's pronounced Leisha. I say Leica. Yeah, I think it's Leisha. Oh yeah, cable management looks great, man. This is great. So guys, check this out. Before, after. That's nice and tidy. Look at that cable management. This is like still better than the Verge, but that's much better. That looks great, man. All right, yeah, the lens I was looking at, let's see, excuse me, Panasonic Leisha. Yeah, this one, Leica, Leisha, I don't know. Could we go either way? LL, that Verge, JK, I know. Oh, jeez. They make some of the best lenses on the market, the Leisha or the Leica lens. They're actually, people, they're just like some of the best quality on there. Suggest a $34 combo of keyboard and gaming mouse. Yeah, that would be hard to do if you can get like, well, actually you might be able to get mechanical keyboard and a mouse for that. Ever played Resident Evil with VR? No, I haven't played too much VR actually. I did Minecraft. That was fun. Yeah, Verge sucks. Now I have my graphics card. I missed my 1060. Now I can play Fortnite at 480p low settings at 60 FPS. Oh man, get an RX 580. Will you be doing a Black Friday build? Would you guys want me to? Would you guys be interested in a Black Friday build? Just curious out of that, like all new parts or used parts or mixed and match, whatever I can find. Just Black Friday bonanza. Pricey indeed. Yeah, this 8 to 18 millimeter, like this is one of the best lenses I've actually. This isn't even the true Leisha lenses. The true Leisha lenses are like, I don't know, $3,000. But oh my god, are these like the lens is like ridiculously, like, it's just so good. A stunning wide angle zoom lens. Yeah, I love wide angle shots just because you just capture so much. Yes, a Black Friday build with one hand. Well, I'm doing the one-handed build challenge a little bit sooner. You guys should also come up with other challenges for me for builds that we're going to be doing. Can you review Red Gear Manta set right now, which comes in at $38? In order to review it, I'd have to have my hands on it. Look up keyboards on eBay to the guy who won $34 keyboard. I got my own Overwatch Black Widow keyboard on eBay for $40. That's nice. Black Friday Sunday. I'd be interested in a mix and match Black Friday build. All right, I'll try to pull one of those together and see if we can pull together something really nice, and hopefully have like a really solid build for you guys. I'll have to save aside money. Maybe like, I don't know, what, like $400, $500 on one video. Hopefully I can make that money back. Probably won't. Might have to have a sponsor in there. I got you. My challenges are simple. Yeah, you guys should let me know what challenge, like build challenges you want me to do, like in the Discord and stuff like that. But I have to get heading out for you guys. It's been like almost a 3-hour stream for you guys, so I gotta go. I hope you guys enjoyed this stream, and it was nice talking to everyone, getting that chill vibe, just hanging out. You know, that's what I like to do with you guys. I hope you guys are interested into these type of live streams. I'll do more of them. We're gonna try Tuesdays at 10:30. We're gonna try to keep that schedule going, and we're gonna be doing Twitch on some of the other nights around the same time. $400. All right. $20. Roofs Dog, man. You're so nice. Thanks, man. Sponsor? You mean me? Seriously, dude. You are one of the sponsors. You're on my Patreon and you donate to me. I don't know. You like, oh my gosh. You and Gregor and Gio and everyone else. It's always here. You guys are like the true OGs of this channel. Seriously. Would not be here without you guys right now. I'd be like, I don't have my support. Needs more Batman though. Alright, I'll try to do more Batman for you guys. It like hurts my throat, and then I got like a sore throat after talking for 3 hours with the Batman voice. But yeah. Let me know some suggestions for videos in the Discord. I'll be grouping together ideas. Got a huge slate of videos coming in that are going to be a lot of fun. Going to keep you guessing for the next time around. So I'll catch you guys later. Thank you for watching. And stay tuned for the next stream, which will be on Twitch at around the same time. We'll be doing gaming, and we'll be here next Tuesday at around 10:30. So I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for being here, because I already said that. And thanks for sticking around this long. And to all the donors today, thank you so much, guys. I'll see you next time.